Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey y'all. Hey family. We're about to get this thing started in just a moment, y'all. Hang on.
We backstage still.
Yeah. While we are waiting on the rest of the family to get in here. Hold on. Paula got this tail beat there. While we waiting on everybody to get in here, I am gonna let the intro play. Y'all sit back. We about to get it on. Make sure to grab your drinks. Make sure you got your good girlfriends. We're about to have us a good time. It's Sunday night, y'all. We back. We back with the family on a good Sunday night. You heard me? What's going on, everybody? It's Sunday night, y'all. What's poppin'? Hey, family.
What's going on?
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Third ward, everybody.
Does the mic sound good?
Producer Brandy in the back.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Where's Sir Neale?
I love you.
Baby, Cola is hot.
Yes, Cola.
Thank you.
Yes, I am loving that.
I was like, I gotta come through.
Cola ain't playing no games, girl.
None at all.
Yes, them bottles is live. We don't have to
Thank you.
Let me drop this link again one more time, just in case Sir Neale needs it.
Oh yeah.
And Miss 42, her laptop is rebooting. She's on her way.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. How has everybody been? I've missed y'all. Everybody looking so lovely. I know beautiful people.
And I love. Thank you for the promotion, sis. I love that little video. I love it.
I'm gonna try to do something for like next. I want to have one baby sis. I've been telling her to take some pictures of her stuff so I can make an intro. But I want to do an intro sort of, highlighting everybody's stuff. You know what I mean? So you can kind of switch it up and keep the visuals going and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Nosy trying to get in here. Okay, Nosy.
Hi, Kamani. What's up, boo boo? Kamani, like I'm in the house. Y'all already know.
Right.
Sorry, he looked like a girl. This is all he'll let me do to his hair.
Listen, that is exactly how I used to have to put my son's hair when he was younger. It was in a bun. It stayed in a man bun. Didn't it, Angie?
Yep.
It stayed in a man bun or in a little man braid. That's all right. My baby looked good, though. He looked damn good.
Say thank you, Auntie.
Yes, don't she look beautiful, fabulous? Don't she, girl?
Thank you, sis. Everybody saying hi to you.
Looking all beautiful out.
He been waiting to get on this camera. He was sitting there because I was setting up, trying to get everything together and stuff like that. He's like, okay, now you see the mic. Now you're doing too much.
He's so cute. He's so blessed. His heart.
See, I'm about to carry him down because.
Well, while we sitting and waiting, has everybody filed their income taxes yet? And if you filed them, have you got them back yet?
I didn't get them back yet, but I filed it.
Supposed to be here this week.
Come on.
She said,
be nice.
I've been checking, child. Believe me, I've been checking mine. Oh, there she goes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
There we go.
Echo. Okay, there we go.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Good.
Come on, you little takeover spirit. You gotta go somewhere.
Don't do nephew.
Everywhere.
Listen, nephew is doing me. He just bullied the hell out of me and just stepped around. Was like, listen, this ain't the show. He's like, I'm here and I'm not going nowhere, so I'm gonna sit here.
Joyce, you said you ain't filed your taxes yet. I just filed mine last week and it's already been accepted. I'm just waiting on them to say that it's been approved, so I can go ahead and get it sent on over to my little account.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can upgrade from my just doing it on my phone to my laptop. And I can get my little backdrop, get my stuff, my inventory. I'm ready.
Okay, come on now.
That's right.
I saw the last day every year. Girl, don't be doing that.
I do too.
The last minute.
I do like the week before I file.
Yeah, I know. You get to the last minute too.
Yep, the last minute.
Last minute. No, I do mine.
Joyce said tomorrow she's gonna file hers. Tomorrow, no, you better go ahead and get that child. If you're getting some money back, you better go ahead and get that child. Where the money resides. Where the money resides. I'm trying to get all my little coins back. You know what I'm saying? It's something. It ain't a whole lot, but it's something that's gonna be enough for this household.
Right.
And it's crazy. Like the more money you make, the less you get back.
Yep, the less you get back. Yep.
It's like one time, and she did it for me, the lady. And I said, "That's how much I get back." She said, "Yeah." I said, "I know my money went." She said, "No, that's how it is. Because you get more money as you pay." So I said, "Oh, it doesn't make sense." But I said, "Gosh."
It still ain't right. It don't make it right. It don't make it right at all. The same way with mine. That's why in this year, for the first year, me and my husband are doing married filing together. Normally we do married filing separate. Now, if we would have had to do married filing separate, then we would have ended up having to either not getting as much back or owing. But if we file it together, we're getting a nice little chunk back. You know, like I said, it's not much, but it is something. You know what I mean? So I've learned throughout the years, as long as I have been working, hey, Vanity Girl, as long as I've been working, that you ain't never going to get back all the money that you put in to what you've been working.
Definitely not.
That's just not how it works.
That's why we got to start working for ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're working for yourself, you end up owing more in taxes.
No.
I was asking my husband the other day.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It all depends on what type of business you have too.
And I can slave behind my clock now. Instead of always behind somebody else and letting them choose all these, taxes, when they gonna let me go, when they gonna let me take lunch. If I'm gonna do that from now on, I just do it for myself and collect all that money throughout the year. And if I gotta owe, at least I ought to make up 200, 300 something thousand.
Right.
Out those months I'm
all my business expenses this year. Yep.
Yeah, and it also depends on what type of business you have too, because Mama, by y'all, you and Mus, y'all and Colum, y'all doing YouTube, y'all have business expense, so y'all got money going out for like stuff that y'all have to do for YouTube. Like even when y'all go out of town, claim everything. I tell everybody, claim everything.
Listen, I've learned this year. Matter of fact, when I go get my nails done, I keep the receipts for that. I keep the girl. Yes, I keep the receipts for everything. Even if I buy my hair, I still keep the receipt for that. Even if, you know what I'm saying, it just so happens that a company sends it to me, you know what I'm saying, I still keep that just in case there's something I need to write off. You never goddamn know, but I keep receipts. For mascara,
yes, all that stuff. Receipts for everything.
Okay, everything, and all of that is what helped to sort of add up for me to get a little bit more back on my taxes. I learned that.
Yep.
Oh Lord, he's tripping. Anyways, y'all, are y'all ready to get into tonight's topics?
Yes.
Let's see what I got on the docket tonight, y'all. First of all, welcome everybody. Welcome. It is Sunday. We are your stress reliever. Thank y'all for y'all can be doing anything else on the Sunday night, but y'all are here with us. So thank you. Okay. And just for that, we giving you Cola in all her beauty and her tit old biz. Yo, happy Sunday, yo,
y'all crazy.
So tonight we're gonna be getting to this Texas teen who was there. He is. Hold on, y'all. Sir Neale is in the back. There he go.
Finally.
There he goes. Right.
I apologize. I was set up before y'all was here.
You before all of us. I was like, where is he?
At 7 o'clock, he was like, where y'all at?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Everybody's here in the house now. I want to let you guys know that Neale's new album is out on all of your streaming platforms right now. Black as ever.
Hey, Neale, do you got a window open here?
Black as ever. That song jam. Okay.
Am I echoing?
Let him talk a little bit about his new album that he got out. Tell us a little bit about it, bro.
Wait, Sunshine says I'm echoing. Let me.
Yeah, you are.
One moment.
No, not now. Oh, we was getting into it, but anyways, you know what? While we're waiting on him, let me see if I can pull up a visual for you guys to see his. Oh, I think he's back. Let's see.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm right back in action, you guys. Am I still?
All right, go ahead. While you're talking about it, I'm gonna be pulling up a visual. You give us a little rundown.
All right. Okay. Black as Ever is the 4th single off of my last album, Black Boy Found. My creative director, freelance, she wanted to do Black as Ever for Black History Month. Because all I talk about is being black and being proud to be black. I don't talk about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Just, street vibes and that or whatever. And I just wanted to empower people, just listen to the words, so I was out there getting my fashion on, my dance on, my hood on, everything entwined that I am. And the reason why I let that song out is because everybody can look in the mirror and be like, black as ever, 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 and just be proud of whatever shade you are. You know how you walk down the street, to be proud to be black without it being a month or someone having to tell you to be proud to be black. You can work out to that song. Hell, you can smoke to that song.
Yes, you can. Okay, come on now.
You can blink to that song. Let me
come on now.
You know what I'm saying? And it has a little aggression tone to it. You can be aggressive to it if you wanted to, but I just wanted everybody to enjoy it. I love doing it. You know, I'm trying to get the numbers up. I wish I had the drive to, to promote more, but I just love it for the art and because I can. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that make more money than me can't rap, but I can. So.
And I'm not going to play it on here because I want you to go and give him the clicks and give them the views yourself. So I'm just going to do this little snippet right here so you can get a little sample, get a little taste on your mouth. But I'm going to need for you to go. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Right there.
Always,
right, brother.
Thank you, and everybody go to Auntie Momo's page and look at her. I want to do a Black as Ever challenge. Just be up in the camera, let them know how black as ever you are. Show whatever beauty, your brand, whatever it is, and you guys can go do that. And you can automatically tag me in the music selections or whatever you do it in. Because once again, I'm on all the streaming networks. I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm trying to get a little ching all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want the Black as Ever challenge to kick off. So I'll be doing that coming Monday. I'll be promoting that.
All right.
Awesome. Give me 1 second. I'm going to leave the link where they can watch this video in the chat right now. So once we get out of here, you guys check it out, but don't worry, before we get out of here again, I will put the link up again to where you can go and you can watch this. Y'all support us. If you support me, support my baby brother now. He out here, he's doing the damn thing.
Thank you very much.
I'm a proud big sister, y'all. I am proud of him. Okay. So as far as our topics tonight, we're going to be getting into a Texas teen, 18-year-old high school teen that was arrested on his way walking home from work on last week, Tuesday, in the middle of an ice storm. How he was arrested for that. We're also going to be getting into K. Michelle, y'all. K. Michelle was on live earlier this week, and her butt cheek kind of fell down while she was on live. We're going to talk about that and the irony of that. We're also going to get into Safaree and Erica Mena. They're going through a divorce, as well as Erica Mena got into it with MC Shaky. I don't know if y'all remember who MC Shaky is, but he stayed getting in the middle of some shit. We're going to get into that. We're also going to get into Tiger Woods. He is on his third crash now. We're going to give you guys an update about that. And we're going to close it out talking about Candy's baby daddy, her deadbeat ass baby daddy by the name of Block. He came out on Instagram saying a bunch of kind of crazy, foolish ass shit. Also, I want to see if anybody watched that episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta with the whole dungeon party. Because from what I heard, it was real good and juicy. So if you heard about it, y'all gonna have to let me know about it. Okay? So yes,
I seen it.
If y'all know about that, I'm gonna need y'all to make sure y'all.
I went and researched Bolo. I was like, let me go see who the Bolo is.
Bro, I didn't see it on the actual network, but I seen a little clip that's running around YouTube. I said, I got to see who this Bolo character is.
It was for real.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I got a little bit thirsty on that. My thirst was real on that. I'm not even gonna lie. But okay, so the first story that we're gonna get in tonight, let me share my screen. This was an 18-year-old guy. His name was Rodney Reese. He was from Plano, Texas. He was walking home from his job at Walmart. It was during the middle of the snowstorm last week, Tuesday. Police officers had gotten a call for a wellness check. They said that they had gotten a call saying that some guy was stumbling in the middle of the road, and they were called out there to check on him to see what it was. When the officers arrived, they were trying to talk to him, trying to get him to stop, but he said he was doing all right. He didn't want to talk to the officers, so I'm just going to show y'all this clip. Shout out to the Savoy Show. This is who I'm getting this clip from. You can go check him out on Instagram. I will leave the link where you can watch this video as well.
Entire encounter was caught on camera. The high school student believes he was arrested because he's Black, but Plano's chief of police believes his officers' actions were not racially motivated.
Hey, man. Whoop. You trying to get home? Are you trying to get home?
18-year-old Rodney Reese was stopped by Plano police officers while walking home from work at Walmart during the Texas freeze last Tuesday night. Police say someone called, concerned that a Black male wearing a short-sleeved shirt was stumbling along the icy conditions. It was a welfare check. Reese lives with his mom just a few blocks away, right down the street from where he works. He repeatedly told officers he was fine.
Sir, look, we just want to talk to you. All right?
I'm on the way home. I'm straight.
Okay. Okay, but you're walking in the middle of the road.
I understand. I do this every night, literally. I'm straight. Just because I'm Black, I fit the description.
The entire encounter was caught on camera. The high school student believes he was arrested because he's Black, but Plano's chief of police believes his officers' actions were not racially motivated.
Hey, man. Whoop. You trying to get home? Are you trying to get home?
18-year-old Rodney Reese was stopped by Plano police officers while walking home from work at Walmart during the Texas freeze last Tuesday.
I just want to stop it from there. Again, I just dropped the link to it, so if you guys want to go and see it, you can check that out. Now, a couple of things on here. One, I understand somebody doing a wellness check because it was like sub-zero damn temperatures last week, and I understand people being complaining or whatever, and wanting them to go out and check on who this was. However, I don't think that the police officers handled that situation in the best way that they could have. I'm not one of them people that are going to completely bash the police and say that they didn't do anything wrong. That's not what I'm saying, because I will be honest with you. If I was his mother, I would have taught him, or just what I'm teaching my son anyway, it would have been best for him to just stop and listen to what they were saying. Even if you don't give a damn what they were saying, what they were talking about, just listen to what they were saying, and then you can go ahead and you can walk home and do whatever you got to do. However, the police officers could clear as day see the roads were icy, they were slippery as hell. That boy obviously couldn't walk on the goddamn sidewalk. I mean, the sidewalks were slippery as hell. He couldn't see, I'm sure, and it was in the middle of the night. I don't understand why they couldn't have at least maybe offered to give him a ride home, what they felt like they needed to arrest him for. And I did read somewhere that the chief of police is dropping the charges because he said the officers didn't do anything wrong. However, he didn't see that the boy did anything wrong either. So I don't see it as a way of him covering up for the police officers. But again, the whole thing, I just felt like it was wrong for them to arrest that young man. If they were going to stop him, they should have given him a damn ride home, or at least given him your own goddamn coat off your back. That's just my thoughts. But we're going to go right here down the road since we already in the line. Baby sis, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I agree too. I feel like the officers definitely could have handled it a different way. And they could have given him a ride. They complaining about how cold it is and you shouldn't be out here, it's so cold. Okay, well, look. While you sitting up here steady harassing him, telling him you just want to talk, okay, let the young man know why you want to talk to him. Offer him a ride, offer him a jacket, offer him something that'll make him feel comfortable, because he already, Black boy walking, officer coming up, he gonna already feel like, okay, no, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So try and make the boy feel comfortable. And yes, as officers, they didn't handle it right. They shouldn't have took that young boy to jail. And I just saw the interview with the mom where she was like, we moved out here to Plano to get away from all this stuff, to, you know, be able to put our kids in better schools. And, you know, I've, taught my kids, do good, be respectful, blah, blah, blah. And he was just working. He just got done doing, I guess, a double shift or something like that, that he was covering. Did nobody else want to work? So he was tired. He was just trying to get home. And they still took him to jail. And she was just, his mom was just on there just pleading like, man, that was my baby boy. Like, he don't mess with nobody. And you already know what our young Black men got to go through every day.
Right.
And all that stuff. So they definitely could have handled it a different way. But I'm glad it ended that way rather than how it normally ends, if you know what I mean.
Sunshine, you got a young man that you're raising as well. What are your thoughts?
Ooh, I got a couple of them, but you know what? I feel the same way that you feel. I also feel like I see it from both sides because the lady did approach him. She didn't approach him in the wrong way. She just wanted, it's cold outside, so she just wanted to know what he was doing, you know, what he was doing. And I can understand the young guy being scared too, because look what's going around the world and happening right now. So I see it from both sides on that situation. Me personally, where the hell was his mama at that he was walking in nighttime like that, you know? So that's just, I mean, my questions to that too. Where were you at? Why is he walking in the cold like that?
She was working. She had a nurse.
Oh, she was working too.
She was working.
Honey, I would have got my son an Uber or something. He wouldn't have been walking in the cold.
That's true.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Very true. Very true.
Somebody would have picked him up. Somebody would have picked him up.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree. So I see both sides of it. Like, I see both sides. I feel like the young boy was scared. He didn't want nothing to do with the police officer, you know, and I can't blame him. But we also got to teach our kids, like you said, Momo, you know, kids, they're not even too young, black women, because where I'm at, it's girls getting killed and everything, you know. So they just teach them, like, if the officer approaches you in a respectful way, you still gotta comply by their rules, regardless of
you have to respect authority. You still have to respect authority.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I see it both ways. I can see it both ways, but I feel like just teaching our kids, if they not on no bull, because I don't feel like the lady was on no bull crap. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't feel like she was on no bull crap. So that's just how I feel.
I just think that maybe, I mean, but then too, the boy did say, but I don't know if this was just his excuse. He said, I have anger issues, which hell, what young black boy don't have some sort of anger issues in them? You know what I mean? I don't know if he was using that as an excuse, but at the same time, I just feel like they could have been like, hey, you know, do you need a ride home? Do you need it? But they did follow him for 2 minutes. I think if nothing else, they should have at least followed him home. If you want to make sure that he's safe, okay, follow him home. I just don't understand why they had to arrest him.
Two things, guys. I didn't get that. Two things from looking at him, they couldn't tell that was an 18-year-old boy. That was a big ass 18-year-old boy.
True.
Okay. And two, the police officers need some mental health and sensitivity training, because that's what they lack across the board. They should have had they should have looked at his mentals, asked him. You could pull out a work badge or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because who in their right mind, unless you are mentally off kilter, is going to be walking out on a blizzard? I think that they're on both sides of the fault, but they need to have a little bit of mental sensitivity training, and they need to make that part of the police curriculum all across the board.
Miss 42, you raising a young black man as well. What do you think about it?
Well, unfortunately, we are living in the time that we're living in. I teach mine to respect authority. You know, I got the bail money, so if you end up in jail, I just come bail you out. I'd rather you allow them to arrest you and not be combative, so I can come pick you up and you live to tell a story later. But on the flip side, I agree with Sir Neale. They got to teach these officers to be a little bit more compassionate, and they're supposed to protect the community. And when you got half the community afraid of you, then that speaks volumes to me. So they need to get some, you know, better training. You know, I don't know if they need therapy, you know, because they done been through some stuff. My hat is off to officers. You know, they make pennies to risk their life every single day. So, you know, we don't know what they encounter. You know, sometimes they encounter so much combativeness that they're conditioned themselves to walk up on certain situations a certain way. So, you know, you got to see it from all angles. But yeah, man, I'd rather them just follow the instructions. If it was wrong, we will talk about it later. We will deal with it later. I'm the one that want to talk to the manager. That's the mama I am. So deal with it, get home safe, and then if I need to cut somebody out later, I will. I mean, but I don't want you to do something that'll cause you not to come home. So that's how I feel about it.
Absolutely true. And Mizzle and Sir Neale, remind me, I have a question I want to ask y'all as young black men. But Cola, you're where me and Angie, are having younger black boys, and we're not at the growth age quite yet where Brandy and Miss 42 sons are. We're at, our boys are younger. How do you feel knowing what you're going to have to go through? I mean, not go through, but just the message and the things that you and your husband, because I know it's still, even though my son is getting ready to be 9, it's still an anxiety for me. And my nephew who's 7, it's an anxiety for me to know the conversations that we're going to have with them. With them being young right now, they don't know that. They don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, our boys with their hair, they're free with their hair. They want to do what they want with their hair. They want to express themselves with their hair. The world may not necessarily see that as being expressive. They may see that as being aggressive or intimidating or, something that just scares them. But as a mama, you want your baby to be free and to be expressive and to be who they are. But at the same time, they still got to conform to this society that's scared of them regardless of how gentle they are. You know what I mean? So what are some of the things that you look forward to teaching your son, and some of the things that you fear about teaching your son?
I'm really, and that's good that you bring that up as far as like age-wise and stuff, because like I look at Kamani now, right? Kamani, please stop. Kamani is, how should I say, he doesn't like authority. So I'm really scared for him as he gets older. Like, it could just be right now. It could be a phase. You understand? Maybe he'll calm down. Hopefully he'll calm down, because you see how aggressive that young man was in there?
Right.
That's how I see Kamani at that age being. Like, you understand? Like why you bothering me? Like I said, you understand? I would hope that he's respectful, because like that could have probably went totally different ways, but I'm scared for him. I'm not in no shade. You understand? Where it's like, it's his way, no way. I don't care who you are. And it's like, he has to learn. Sometimes you got to care who people are. Even if you really don't decide, give a damn who this person is, give a damn for that moment so that you could go on about your business, to not make the situation worse. You don't have to care what they're talking about, but this is a person of authority. Young people is getting killed for being quote unquote aggressive and whatnot. Just play the role. You feel me? But even with the officer, like I agree with all of y'all where it's a snowstorm. He doesn't have a jacket. I get it gets all the signs of mental health, but nobody expected this snowstorm. It's hot as hell in Texas. You understand? So
exactly right.
Take those things in mind. And then come on. Wait about the camera. See what I'm talking about? Don't just try to put tape on my face. Wait a minute. But at the end of the day,
you're gonna have to arrest him.
Right.
They could. I thought wellness checks with houses and stuff like that. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not that well versed in mental health like that. But I get people wanting to know if somebody's walking on the road doing the most, or they think they're doing the most. But I'm pretty sure these people have seen this young man walk this road a multitude of times. This is not the first time you've seen him.
He did say he does it every night. He says he does that every night.
Someone that knew. So it just shouldn't have went that far to get arrested, because I don't see what he did that meant that you need to get arrested. Even if though he had an attitude and stuff, that's it. He didn't try to fight y'all. He said, I'm good. If he wants to be good and freeze, that's his business. He's old enough to be good and freeze. I've been having a conversation with him. Y'all know he's not mental. And even if he's mental, would you arrest a mental person? You get what I'm saying? Like,
another thing that I was thinking about too, the person that made the call saying that there was a guy that was stumbling in the road. Well, hell, it was goddamn ice everywhere.
He was slipping when they were walking after him. He was slipping and stumbling on the body cam.
He was saying it's icy, like I'm sliding.
And who knows? The person that called is probably somebody, and it probably was low key racist or something like that. Because even to make that statement, stumbling, when you think stumbling and all this stuff, you think high, you think drunk, you don't think positive. Even though common sense is telling you there's ice and stuff, nobody can just walk on ice or whatever. this is somebody that felt some type of way because they done seen him. Okay, excuse me, y'all. This is what I'm talking about aggression. Okay.
I have a question though that I wanted to ask, and it's for both Mizzle and Sir Neale, but Mizzle, I have you answer first. As a young Black man, were you taught about authority and how to act towards them, how not to act towards them, how to respond towards them? Or was it just like, you know, you I don't know, the environment you grew up in, you automatically knew either how to act and not how to act around it, or were you just oblivious that you didn't know certain things until you became a certain age and were able to see it and experience it for yourself? Mizzle, I'll start with you. What have you been taught any of that? I can't hear you.
I'm muted.
There you go. Boom.
All right. So yes, so growing up in a single parent household, my mom told us different things. I mean, maybe she can't focus on everything because she was going on determined on survival mode and making sure we got food to eat, clothes on our back, and everything, household roles, stuff like that. And so if I don't remember collecting too much about her teaching me about authority and police and all that stuff like that going on in the 90s. And that time, yes, we had things going on with the Amitabla Diallo, all that stuff, shooting and everything, all that stuff. And we knew stuff about that. And I guess at school, we were more taught about authorities and stuff like that. And so growing up, we had to see things, and then mom would teach us some things and tell us some things. It's not to an extent now when it's like more that you got, it's more aware. Everybody's aware now. And it's like, okay, it's really strong force that you really got to focus on it. So yeah. I think growing up in the 90s, I think most of us young, we was carefree, living our life, having a good time in the neighborhood, having a good time. And we didn't focus on outside external things that until I got older and being in high school and stuff, and middle school and stuff, that's the stuff we were starting being aware of things. So, but I do have a story to tell you about. I had a similar experience, not too much of what was going on with the thing. I ain't getting arrested, stuff like that. But when I was working in Brooklyn, I always cut through a park. If you cut through the park and everything, and to go home, so it's a shortcut. So this is one particular day, the same route, just like the guy. He probably take that same route every day going home. I take the same route. I went through it, and not long after that happened, and then this police officer, white police officer, came rushing behind me. So I was like, "What's going on?" It's like that. He said, "Where you going?" Well, I said like that. I said, "I'm going home. I'm coming from work. I'm just going home." It's like that. He said, "Can I see your ID?" I said, "Well, I need to see my ID." It's like, "What did I do?" And he said, "You cut through the park and everything. You cut the door." I said, "There's no rules not come through the park." I don't know what to say. All that stuff. So I was trying to be calm and everything, but I was getting a little agitated. I said, "What's going on?" So he had another partner next to me, and he was you could say the good cop and bad cop. The other one was calm. He said, "Well, it's like something happened in this park, so we just gotta be careful and everything and all that stuff." But I said, "Okay, what happened in this park, and then why the park is not shut down, and why it's not closed down for me to think that something happened?" That you question everyone. Do you question everyone who walks in the park when you're watching it like that? So he just was. The other guy got my ID. I gave him my ID. He was checking. I got no records and like that. Let me go. He said, "Apologize." It's not like that. We just making sure and everything. I'm sorry. All that stuff happened. The other one's on one. I said, "Okay, fine." But I was like, you just approached me and I said, "What was going on? Like, if something happened in the park, I understand that. But y'all didn't close it out. Y'all ain't doing none of that stuff. So why y'all stopped me like that so aggressively like that?" So I was like, good thing I didn't good thing. I stopped and all that stuff up. So stuff like that happened. I was like, I was upset. I said, why? But I didn't get arrested and all that stuff. But I said, you didn't have to do all that. It's like come to the park, and that park is still open. So it's like, what was that about? What happened? I had nothing in the news saying something happened in that park. So I was like, okay. But in the midst of that video, so yes, granted, it was snowstorm. He was stumbling on stuff like that. It's snow. So what do you expect? You ain't gonna be walking freely in the snow like that. But they just kept going on. I do agree that they should have took him home and also like that. But it was something that she said. I don't know. Y'all picked up on it. She said, "Oh, what you doing outside with that cheap ass shirt?" Yeah, and I heard that when she said that, and I was like, "Hold up, a cheap ass shirt."
She said something like, Yeah, in that little shirt, like, aren't you cold in that little shirt? Kind of like laughing about it, but
talking about his shirt like that. So it's like y'all really was taunting him. So I think he was getting agitated because y'all wasn't really doing wellness check as much. Yes, y'all looking at it that he kept saying y'all good, he's good. He's walking on the road. They would show him the sidewalk. Then kept going on. It's like, what was the issue? And then you arrested him. I didn't like that. And they say it wasn't racially motivated, but I said, come on now. Come on. What was it about? Because there ain't no way he did escalate for him to get through it. And you just taunting him. I didn't like that. So being a young black man, it's you learn more when you grow up. When you're young, not much, but when you go older, you start learning. And I think that this time, probably the time now, we need to teach them young. Because when I was old, my mom didn't even teach me that much until I got older. Then I started questioning and stuff like that. And then she started explaining things to me.
So now I have a question for you. Have you always lived in LA?
No, I haven't always lived in LA. I grew up in San Diego, California. And go ahead.
In California, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My question I was going to ask you, in California, have you lived in New York before as well?
Yeah, yes, I lived in New York.
Is the policing different between LA and New York?
I can tell you when I lived in Buffalo and had to transport daily to Manhattan. In New York, the police was null and void. I didn't see the police until somebody got in trouble. But in San Diego, the police would regularly patrol. You would see them drive by. They would have their beat. They weren't harassing people. They were just always visible. You always saw them. And to ping pong off of that, my adopted mom always taught me to respect authority, more so because she worked in the educational system. I'm her son. They gonna know who you mentioned my mom's name. Anybody can tell on me in the neighborhood. So I always had to stay on my P's and Q's. But not until I turned 16, 17, when I was like, I found my biological dad. He lived on the east side. And my adopted mom told me, she's like, when you go over there, you're going to have to really be on your yes, ma'am, yes, sir, eye contact, and be respectful to the police because they just trying to lock people up. At that time, it was Campo, Juvenile Hall. They was just trying to fill up those facilities. You know what I'm saying? So I always had like a respect for the authority, but I also knew how they played with the game. They wanted to fill up those prison walls with any infraction. So I never had a problem because I wasn't like a knucklehead like that. Only problem I did have is that my biological father and I, we share the same name. Okay. And my dad was a heathen. To say the least, he was a heathen. And a few times the police came knocking at the door and they asked his phonetic name is my phonetic name. And I'm like, oh, that's me. And my stepmom, my dad's wife, would shut up, don't say nothing. And I'm like, why? I'm, whoop-de-whoop. And they would hem me up and threaten if my dad doesn't show up, they're going to take me to jail. They would,
wow.
Yeah, my dad had his own little drug politics situations, and they would hold me for ransom until he showed up. And there was a few times that he didn't show up because he knew that he was going to go to jail. So I had to look at it at a perspective of how people abuse authority, how the authority is actually doing their job, but the authorities do abuse it, But I think it sounds easier said than done. But eye contact, withholding that attitude. If they want your ID, here's my attitude. Here's my ID. Because if you run my ID, you're not going to find shit, buddy. So if you want to run my ID, knock yourself out. You want to search me? No, you're not going to search me. Let me pull my pockets out. You know what I'm saying? This reminds me when I first moved to LA, I was living in Hollywood, right? I was working at Ace Parking. I got off the bus and I was like, let me walk down Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, it's so cute. Hollywood and the boulevard, right? And I'm walking up and I see the police. They have all these people pulled over. They got them hemmed up, right? And so I'm walking, the policeman, he does like this. And I'm like looking at the area and I'm like, oh, he got all transgenders pulled over. And I'm like, why? He's like, come here. And I'm like, scouting down. I'm like, nope, I'm not coming over there. Why? Because my dumb ass had to figure out that was a prostitute's area for transgenders and gays. And my naive ass is walking, and he's like, you come here. No, I'm not going over there because, first of all, I'm not no hoe.
He thought you was out there selling ass.
Yeah, no, I'm walking home. I just thought it was going to be a regular day. I'm like, nope. And he was like, okay. Because I gave him full eye contact. No, because I'm not that. And that's why the police need sensitivity training. You can look at those people. Some of those people are wayward in their appearance, the way they speak. You know what I'm saying? Not to be judgmental. You know what I'm saying? We all speak Ebonics. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna follow me with them prostitutes and try to ask me questions. Hell fucking no. So those are my experience. I know how to respect myself and obey authority, but I'm not gonna let authority abuse me.
Let me tell y'all, let me give y'all a quick story time. This is one time I got out of this has nothing to do with nothing, but this is how I played the man because the man tried to play me. So me and my homegirl was coming from this club. Yes, we were a little inebriated. We was coming from the club, right? So as we getting ready to get to the house, I had just said, man, she was like, Lord, I hope we don't get pulled over. I'm like, bitch, and I'm drunk as hell. If we get pulled over, bitch, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Lo and behold, we're not even a block away from the house. The police pulled us over. We just put out a joint. I mean, the whole car looking like a goddamn Dog Pound concert. I mean, it's smoking everything everywhere. When she had a bottle of water, child, I poured some of the water in my lap. And so when the police officer rolled down the window, I started crying. I told him I had a bladder infection. I peed on myself and I needed to hurry up and go home. Child, he didn't want nothing to do with that shit. He let us go. He was like, if I catch your ass back out here on the street, I'm arresting everybody. I'm like, okay, bitch, let's go. She was like, bitch, you got water in my feet. Don't worry about it. I paid for it. Let's go, bitch. We ain't going to jail.
We ain't going to jail. We ain't going to jail, bitch.
Don't worry about it. But that I just had to end that on a light note because we was getting kind of deep with it and it was kind of making me sad. But pray for that young man because this is something that could scar him for the rest of his life. The fact that he got pulled over by the police, and this is something again that we have to teach our young men, and it's sad that we have to teach our young men to not fear the police, but then again be afraid of them. That they gonna protect you, but then again they will kill you.
Right?
You know, it's sad. It's a balance, and it's a sad balance that we have to teach our babies. But next story, moving on from that, y'all, we are going to get into K. Michelle, y'all.
Oh, shit.
So K. Michelle was on live not too long ago, and she was on there twerking. Now, as y'all have been following K. Michelle, you know, she got all kinds of flicks of flat and Polly Dent and the little jelly and probably some super glue all in her butt.
She got Gorilla Glue in her butt.
She wish she had Gorilla Glue. She wish she had Gorilla Glue. Baby, if she had Gorilla Glue, yes, third ward, puff, sharing is caring. Hallelujah, holla back. But she had a little fix of flat in her ass, and she called herself, she was feeling good. She had on a little fire high, you know, she's been going through this surgery, trying to get the fix of flat out of her butt. And so she was feeling herself. She's gone through like 10 surgeries or whatnot already. Well, Mama got on live and started twerking. And when she was twerking, her butt kind of fell a little bit. So I wanted to show y'all this video. I ain't gonna play it all the way through. We just gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna show y'all.
No, just mute it. Don't play the sound. Don't play the sound.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna play the sound. I'm just gonna play the video.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play the video. This is what I thought was kind of sad is when she see it. Y'all see it right back there?
You see her? She lifted it up.
She tried to play it out. One more time.
Yeah.
She was feeling it.
Ooh. You see?
Yeah, y'all.
It's like when somebody fall, they try to play it off and get up real quick. Like I ain't fall.
Well, she responded to it because, you know, this is the thing that I don't like about K. Michelle. When K. Michelle was on Love and Hip Hop, she came at Lyrica. She came at Carly Red. She came at was it Mimi? She came at all these other different females, and the number one thing that she would say against them was that they booty was lopsided, they booty cheek was deflated, or this, that, and the other. Now that you done been caught on live with your fix-a-flat coming out your booty, now you want people to feel bad for you. That's the only issue I have with K. Michelle, is that she comes at these females hard, but then after she come at them hard, somebody come back at her, then she got a problem with it, and she want everybody to say that, oh, y'all need to feel bad for me because I'm on this journey of trying to get this fix-a-flat out of my booty. Nobody told you to put fix-a-flat in your ass in the first place. That's just my thoughts. We gonna go down the road, baby. Sis, what are your thoughts on that?
I just felt embarrassed as hell for her. I mean, but I agree too. Like she used to come at them females hard as hell, and now it done turned around on her, and it's like she be, you know, kind of crying and sobbing and wanting people to feel bad for her. But it's like, you know, you kind of, I mean, shit, you used to be the main one dogging these females. Now, you know, you gotta be able to take it. But too, I do feel bad. Like, no woman, damn, that's just embarrassing. Just keep looking at it. You just keep replaying and her ass is dropping. Like, look at that.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Damn.
Apparently, I saw Wendy Williams. I guess she said something about she's supposed to go this week and get the surgery to, I guess, get the extra skin off, because that's what they said.
That's what I think it was.
They said
I think it was
somebody was the extra skin or something that just fall. So she's supposed to be going this week to get it sewn back up. But
which that's fine, but like Brandy say, it's okay for us to laugh at Tamar being a Muppet. She done talked about so many people so bad. But now that she done got something that's embarrassing to happen to you, now you want to fall back on women. It's always black women bashing other black women. You was bashing people first.
She is walking karma. She is walking karma.
What is the difference? Mizzle, what is your thoughts?
Okay, so
get it. Okay, so
I'm not too adverse about surgery, the butt thing. So she was getting the stuff that was taken out of her behind, like because it was illegal stuff in that. So you said that's extra skin or that's extra materials that was left there behind and stuff like that. I don't know.
That she got so much removed that's just the extra skin hanging. So now this week she's supposed to go and get the skin tightening procedure or whatever to get rid of all the extra skin. But yeah,
okay, so if that's the case, you should wait till after that surgery before you get that twerking on this thing, so you know everything is completed.
No, it's gonna fall right, exactly.
Because and then for her to say, okay, I saw the post that she was saying that it's this is that, but yeah, I do agree. K. Michelle does come after people and a lot, and it's a little funny moment. I know she might feel embarrassed about it because it came out after that. But hey, people want to crack jokes like you've been cracking jokes at people too. So I ain't seen no craziness about it. I was like, what the hell happened? How behind fall like that? I didn't know it could happen like that. I was very confused. I said, what?
He said, I didn't know it could happen like that.
Stuff to do. I said, Michelle, you should have just twerk after you got everything done. Just or just show the front and don't do the back. Or something like that. I just twerk the front and don't twerk the back because it's not gonna happen. So, I learned something. I didn't know that could happen, but hey, Michelle, you do. It was a laughter moment. I don't think you should have taken it so serious, but
I think it would be the same as like your skin stretching, as if you had a lot of babies, like if your skin stretching. Yeah. Cola, what's your thoughts? Coca-Cola.
Listen, I'm just confused because I really am.
Confusion.
I am, because I was like, all right, because the thing gives me like implant vibes, right? Wasn't she like having this butt journey since like last year or maybe 2 years ago? So, you know, she got a coin. So as far as extra skin goes, it don't take that long to deal with that. It's either you chop it off or whatever. Because like people that get gastric bypass and stuff, they get that extra skin situation too. So that's why I'm not sure if that's even really like extra skin, like she say or whoever say, because that's a faja she got on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Where if it's extra skin, it wouldn't do all that. Like that looked it hard and like it was pushing out. Like fajas like compressors. So extra skin, it would just smack it together. Like her butt would just look flat as hell. Like, you understand? Like it wouldn't just be popping out like a rock. So I don't think that's what that was. And you know, I don't really have any sympathy for her. You know, she likes to gag and roast all the time. So everybody that gags and roast gets a turn. It was just a boot scoop boogie for me, where when it fell out and or whatever it did, and that little 2-step she tried to do, like, you might as well have just I would have cut the camera off immediately. Then it's like
I would have to,
something was about to move, like something shifting. You understand? Like, you feel these things, even if you don't have implants. Like when I used to have my little faja on and stuff, like I would feel my little roll at the top coming on to leak out and stuff, and that's just like a little roll. You feel me? So like, you know, you didn't feel your butt trying to pop on out the place for the people. Like, no. And then let me tell you, and this is off topic of her butt, but don't she give y'all like Michelet 1985 tees in the face? Like, I think that's who she's trying to go for. Because when I look at her, I see a young Michelet. Like, you understand? Like what the fuck?
I can kind of see that. I can kind of see
y'all
that.
get on my nerves.
You might have been the way to slap me in my face, but I'm like, yo, she looked like Dr. Dre Michelet days. Like,
she looks like a domestic violence survivor.
I don't feel bad for her. It
Sorry
was
for people.
And she needs to get whatever she needs to get fixed. And hopefully it's loose skin like what she said, because if you went through all that bullshit to take that silicone and whatnot out, like what you did, and then maybe she did that and her body was like, okay, this ain't right. Let me put a little piece of something in here.
Something.
That wasn't no loose skin. I'm sorry, it wasn't. But I'm just done. I'm over it.
Miss 42, what are your thoughts?
Well, I kind of agree with Cola. I'm wondering if that was some type of implant or something because of the way it looked when it fell.
I'm surprised none of y'all called it yet.
It looked a little more jiggly than, you know, extra skin. I know, I get it. Extra skin can do that. I mean, you know, most of us women up here especially might have a little bit from having a baby. So I get it. But the way it fell out like something flipped out of a pocket. You know what I mean? Like it flipped out of a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she needs to relax a little bit because, like y'all said, she cracked jokes on other people. So you got to be, you know, especially about the butt. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you need to think about what you say before you say it because you might regret it later. And now they got videos everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. It's on all these blogs, rubbing it in her face, seeing it continuously. She's mad about that. I guess I understand.
And I understand her being upset for people coming at her. And for her being embarrassed. Mm-hmm. However, she is known for when she gets upset for going for the jugular and for going for something personal on somebody. Like she can't ever say that, you know, your accolades, this, that, and other. It's always something physical with somebody. Your hairline this or your teeth this. And it's like, but then when you come at her for her ass, then she wants to be, oh, well, I'm trying to be the spokeswoman for women who have gone out and got these illegal injections and black women are bashing other black women. She just seems to be a victim when it's convenient for her.
Absolutely.
That's why I can only feel sorry for her to a certain extent.
Yeah. I don't feel sorry for it at all, but I definitely understand because everybody's talking about it. So that I get it.
It's embarrassing.
She's so embarrassed and she's tired of hearing about it. But I mean, your ass fell out. I don't know. I thought she had gotten it all done. I thought she was done with the surgery.
That's what
I thought everything was done.
I thought she was.
And if you know that that's a possibility, if you wasn't finished, like I'm not getting up twerking nothing.
No,
and I'm still under construction. Like, come on.
Hell no, just so it can fall out and niggas can talk about it like we are right now.
Right. Screenshot it. Hell no.
Hell to the no.
Sir Neale, what's your thoughts on it? I know you got something to say.
Wait, first of all, I'm surprised that none of y'all clocked it. What she had on was those tights that you put on with the butt already implanted in the tights.
That's
it has the silicone already installed in the tights.
So that was,
no, what
all of them don't. So that's why we got in clock it because some of them have it and some of them is just to shape what you already got.
Right. I think she had on the shaper. I think what she had on was the faja, which will hold you and suck you in, but the butt cheek part is out. So where it can like puff your butt and lift your butt up. So she was trying to lift that fat. I mean, the maybe the extra skin. Maybe she was wearing that to maybe tighten up the upper part of her thigh, maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking from a medical standpoint.
And then it could have really been a new implant. It could have been an implant because when you get like the surgeries, like the BBLs and all that other stuff, they're
Y'all
required
get on my
to wear
nerves.
stuff in place. So you know.
You gotta give it a benefit of the doubt, Neale.
wait, listen. If anything, besides us talking about her, because she's a walking ball of karma, she's gonna get everything she put back, what she sowed, she's gonna reap it. So we just gonna have to deal with that because it's gonna come more. But what she needs to be is an example to every young female out there doing body modifications.
Mm-hmm.
Vanity is a dangerous drug. Vanity is a dangerous situation, especially when you haven't even come into your body. Okay. K. Michelle is somebody who did all that plastic surgery stuff at a young age, and now she's coming to age. It's affecting her body. Imagine all these young girls, 26, not even fully developed, going to get big butts and big breasts. By the time you hit 35, even 40, you're going to have to redo it. It's going to be out of date and stuff like that. And I think that's what we need to look at, the whole vanity of the situation. Just how she always talks about somebody's looks and stuff. She don't talk about their voice, their talent, or anything, because she could be the most talented person in the world. She has a beautiful voice, but her career is not skyrocketed how she wants to. Nope. So that's why she attacks him with the looks and stuff like that. She's a kind of a very shallow person, and she's reaping what she sowed in. I feel bad for her, even though she's a crotchety, mean ass person. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, isn't she supposed to be married?
I don't know.
I remember, no, she's not married.
Remember when she got married when she was walking around with the butt donut and she went somewhere and talked about after when she first got the butt stuff.
Her boo. That was just her.
That was her boo. Okay, because she was bragging about my husband said he liked me natural, so I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying, and this and that. And she was walking around with the butt donut and sitting around telling everybody, "I got this taken out. I got this taken out." So again, what she sold into the earth, into the entertainment world, to the internet. She's getting back, and I do feel bad for her. And if anything, you had to press the publish button. You should have looked over that shit. Just like you misspell words, you just press that button, and they be like, somebody said you misspelled this, your punctuation or something. She should have reviewed that video before she pressed motherfucking publish.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Sunshine?
Oh, go ahead, Sunshine.
I like K. Michelle. I do. I like K. Michelle. I do think she could be. I do think her attitude, like Vanity said, she set her own self back with the way she act and treat other people. But they all do in the entertainment world. They all treat each other the same way to me. To me, they do. You know, they all mean to each other. And I'm sorry, Tamar do look like a damn Muppet, whatever the hell they call her. She mean. I mean, and she mean. I don't like Tamar. I think she is a mean. I don't like her for now. I think she's mean. I think she's worse than K. Michelle.
Yeah.
And the reason why Tamar looked like a Muppet is because of her lip modifications. That's why Tamar looked like a Muppet, because she did all that stuff to her lips.
She ugly and her attitude ugly. So she just ugly all around to me because her attitude makes her ugly. But I also feel like K. Michelle had stuff done to her. And it's going off what you said, Sir Neale. So back then they did underground stuff, which they still do got underground stuff. So her body was basically what they call it. It was basically rotting inside with that stuff in her.
It was rejected a lot.
Yeah. So she had to get that stuff out. So it's gonna take a minute. Like I've been watching this girl that's actually going through the process now, and hers is bad. And, she's on IG. I forgot her name, but
Miss Miami, the Miami.
Yeah, Miss Miami. It takes years to get that stuff together. That's not no overnight situation. You have to have more than one surgery.
I'm gonna go find her. She's on Miss Miami.
I've been following her for a few years, and this is and now she's in the process where she has already started. The bad stuff taken out her, but that's a long process though. It is, and if you ain't got the money for it, it took this lady years just to get the money. Well, she actually had to find somebody that was willing to do it. So she started, promoting herself kind of and all that stuff. And she messed up.
She got on that show. What's that show that fixed the people with the botched?
Yeah. Yeah, but
this is how
a whole bunch of Miss Miami's.
But also too, I'm not against surgery, honey. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to get me a mommy me makeover. If it wasn't for COVID,
and that's
I'm
not,
going to get me
but that's
one.
not the first time I heard that, and that's why I feel that that's appropriate after when you buried your kids. You know what I'm saying? Lived your life. If you want to do that, go ahead.
Ain't lived life exactly. You ain't had no.
If
kids,
I had the money, 20 years ago, I would have went.
But why? And another thing is like my brother say, like my brother, like guys like women with stretch marks, a little fupa, a little extra. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? They actually like that. A woman
I got
that's
dreams,
really
Sir Neale. I'm trying to be an Instagram model.
She trying to be a hot mama.
I wanted to get like butt injections like 10 years ago or something like that, like 5-10 years ago. And luckily for me, that one of my brothers was dating this girl, right? And she was like a stripper or whatever. So like she had the hookup for the low, which I'm glad it didn't happen. I probably be up here crying. But she had the hookup. And my brothers, they be running through girls. You understand? I'm like, listen, just be nice to her until I get the hookup. You understand? Like, don't dump her or nothing. Like, don't let her. I need this hookup. I want these shots for the low, right? He ends up breaking up with her, so I never get the shots. But thank God, because the person that was giving the shots or whatever, I think a year or two later, was on the news and went to jail because they killed somebody.
Somebody died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like that could have been me.
Oh man.
That notorious Fix-a-Flat transgender is still in jail. Got like 26 years. Because she was notorious for going to fix everybody's butt in a basement and killed a few people. It was doing it with liquid cement.
Out of a red cup. Yep.
And also, K. Michelle ain't the only one that had a butt incident, butt deflate. But it's a few of them.
There is a couple of video, like
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, everybody knows about Nicki Minaj. She was on performing when her butt made that little imprint thing. She was on MTV performing. I remember that. I was like, oh, whoa. Is that shit in the script? Did they practice that? I don't think they practiced that.
Wardrobe, where are you at?
Nah. Yeah,
hopefully this is a learning experience for K. Michelle. But Sunshine, sis, I am with you. We will make this pact right here, right now. If I hit the lottery, then you are going to either Dr. Miami or Dr. Curves in ATL.
We going, honey. We going. We are going. I'm telling you, because I plan on being that grandmama that's in the two-piece. And don't call me grandma.
Don't call me grandma.
My nickname is gonna be Gigi. Okay, grandma. That's
for my bonus son. That's what my grandbaby called me, Gigi. She called me Gigi, my step grandbaby.
Gorgeous grandma. I'm already trying to be the sexiest one up in the nursing home.
Y'all still sexy. Y'all still beautiful. Y'all still beautiful.
Oh, I know I'm beautiful.
Thank you. I know, but I'm gonna be tearing these hoes up when I get baby.
I look good and I'm seasoned. Nigga, you better shit.
Baby, I'm gonna be shitting on bitches. Anywho, though, moving right along, y'all. Next, we're gonna get into Erica, Mena, and Safaree, y'all. I don't have a video clip of them that because honestly, I don't care that much about them, but it was a topic to talk about. These niggas is getting a divorce. Safaree dumbass went on Twitter and tweeted that getting married was the biggest regret that he has ever made in his life. So shortly following that, Erica Mena was like, okay, so since we going to the internet with shit like some little females, I guess I'll do it too. So she then goes and starts blasting him. Now they're going through the process of getting a divorce, which honestly, I'm not even surprised because it seems like when these couples do all of this public shit for attention, for a check, for recognition, your relationships always end like this. That's just what I feel. The only ones that have been riding through it are Remy Ma and Papoose. That's because that nigga was there before.
Right. That stuff is real. Exactly.
That shit was for real. Like that nigga held it down
before the fame.
Right? So not only are they going through a divorce, but Erica Mena recently got into it with MC Shaky, y'all. Now, what had happened was MC Shaky, he's affiliated with certain gossip and tea blogs that are out there. Now, not him specifically, but a tea channel that he is associated with put up a picture of Erica Mena's daughter. Now, the caption of it was like, y'all need to stop saying that this is Rich Dollar's baby. This baby looks like her dad or looks like her mom, something like that. Basically, she was sticking up for the little girl, saying, because I guess it's a rumor out there that the little girl looks like Rich Dollars, which I don't think that little girl looks like Rich Dollars at all.
Jesus.
She looks exactly like her damn daddy, Safaree, to me, in my opinion. But Erica Mena, for whatever reason, I don't know how exactly she associated MC Shaky with that blog that put up that picture, but child, she ended up posting a picture of him, went into his DMs, calling him a black monkey, telling him she gonna spit on him when she see him, just basically completely went off on his ass. And y'all know how MC Shaky is. That nigga don't give a damn. He will air you out. He will air you out.
As he should.
He will air you out for fucking filth. And when I tell you, he went on a rampage and aired out, just like how he did Kiki Wyatt. He aired out all of her goddamn business. Okay. So again, I'm not too big on Erica Mena and Safaree, but I was interested in the story between her and MC Shaky. But baby sis is having a little bit of phone technical difficulties, so we're gonna skip over her for right now. Mizzle, we're gonna go to you. What are your thoughts and your opinions on this whole Safaree, Erica Mena? Now, mind you, they have an OnlyFans account together, right? Mm-hmm. So when it all boils down to money, how are we supposed to split up this money? Are you gonna take control of the OnlyFans page and keep jacking off into a sink like you've been doing? Or is she gonna take control over the OnlyFans page? Like, how is the whole damn thing supposed to work out? Mizzle, we gonna start with you, boo.
Okay. So I want to say first, I want to apologize to Safaree. So see, I'm saying the names overall.
Safaree. That's that New York.
And I thought I was very proud of what I said. Safaree and Eric. I said, hold up. Who's the couple? Safaree and Erica. Sorry about y'all. All right, so this thing, I don't know. Because I remember sometime last year, he mentioned something divorce. And they didn't get divorced. And he said, oh, well, family is all important. I'm a family man. We're not going to have it done, all that stuff. So I don't know if it's going to be happening now that they're going to get divorced again, because it seemed like it's back and forth. And it just happened last year, and it came back, happened again. So we don't know if it's publicity stunt and stuff like that. Now, I don't want to say that people would use this platform for publicity stunt, but we know social media is very big. So for him, if it isn't true, for him to get on social media like that, that's what I say. A lot of these celebrities, that's what I was saying. Y'all is by getting on social media too much. As long as you're not promoting your project, why is that promoting your family business out there and mention the baby or whatever? And then, you know how Erica is. Like, for you to get on social media, you know Erica will clap back no matter who you are. Yeah, man, wife, female, dog, cat, she will clap back at everyone. So for even her own husband, she is not off limits. So for him to for her to say, "Oh, you want to get on social media?" So I'm on class. That's crazy for them to do that, and it's crazy. And now the baby situation is saying that the baby look like Rich Dollars. I don't want no baby look like on Sugars. That's nobody look on Sugars. So we don't need to have that happen.
Call them Sugars.
It's not the Sugars. So we don't want that happen. So for it's wrong for Erica to call him big after he said he wasn't him, for him to call him monkey and all that stuff like that. We know how that monkey thing is very colorless and things. We don't want that happening. So for you to go right for that, that's too much. And you know Erica could cut deep, and she don't know how to hold back. So I don't know if it's true or not. I hope it's not true. Let's let it be. To get off social media. And a lot of these entertainers love getting on social media and in the business. And it's not. And a lot of them don't stay in relationships long. It's like, damn, when y'all psyching each other, It's like, come on. So, and splitting the assets, I don't know, because people saying that Erica has the most money. So I don't know if
She does too.
No, she don't.
I don't know. People saying that. So I don't know if it's real, but I think he makes a lot of money too. So I don't know how their assets are splitting down. They could do a half and half. I mean, most people went on OnlyFans because of him and his song. I said, okay, so whatever. But I hope it's not true, because I don't like seeing people's relationships go like that. They got a beautiful young daughter, and it's like they could just last. But get off social media. And if this is another one and they go say we apologize, I say, you know what? Ban social media for these 2 counts already. We don't need them anymore. But that's how I feel.
Cola, what's your thoughts, boo?
This shit is fake. And that's the only reason I'm saying this is because the thing about it with Safaree is, and listen, whenever he's about to have an album or whatever you want to call it, a song, whatever the fuck he's doing, the relationship stuff happens. Because, then it makes us tune in. Because we nobody's really checking for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, none of us is really, when they're on good terms, it's nice. Y'all got a little baby. That's what's up. But we not like, oh, what is Erica doing? What is Safaree doing? We don't care. We care when it's this. Like, wasn't they supposed to get divorced like last year too? You understand where it's like, and then what happened? He put out a little song. You get what I'm saying? Where some of his songs be bumping, but they don't be bumping like that. I only got one song in the playlist that I'm like, that's my Safaree song. You did that, Safaree. What's up? But the rest of it is like, okay, just go sit down somewhere. You understand? He was doing little club hosting. You're not even getting the top dollar for the hosting and stuff. Like, it's a show, because they're both clout chasers. You understand? They're both attention whores. That's what it is. So whenever nobody gives a damn about them, damn, we hate each other. We're breaking up. No, F you, sir. Like, you understand? That's like when he's supposed to have been cheating a couple months ago. It's every couple months it's some shit because we're not checking for them. I guarantee you, if all of us was just sitting here like, yo, what's Safaree doing? What's Erica doing? Like, if we was, caring, we wouldn't hear none of this stuff. We wouldn't hear. It's about being relevant. And some people just need to be relevant as far as these reality stars by any means, whether it's good publicity or it's bad publicity. But no. And as far as MC Shaky, I don't know a goddamn thing about no MC Shaky, so I can't even comment on what happened. So I'm not even gonna go there. Like, I don't even know.
You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing at all. No.
A whole bunch of mess. Miss 42.
Well, as far as Shaky is concerned, I'm gonna ride with my sister Sunshine. Fuck him. I don't like him.
He is getting messy.
Yeah, I don't like the it's I just don't like him, man. I'm sorry, he do look like a monkey. And he acts like it too. That's neither here nor there. My issue is, if this is fake, why are these people? And I know we've been watching Love and Hip Hop and Housewives of Atlanta and all of that stuff, but I'm still trying to figure out why people are going to the lengths that they go to for these storylines that we keep finding out are fake. Like, there's a whole baby here.
Yeah.
Y'all done created a whole child that's gonna be here until after y'all die. You know what I mean? And if the relationship
worth it
to begin with, I think that is absolutely sick. And whatever happens to him. I just hope that the baby is all right. Don't nobody got time for those kind of games. I don't think that there's enough money in the world for me to go on TV and pretend with my husband that, he might have cheated, or, you know the different types of crazy ass storylines that they put on these people. There's no way in the world that you could pay me enough money to do shit that could destroy my relationship. There's no way.
That's a true thing right there that you just said, Tracy. Messy or not, she's a Hispanic woman calling a black man a monkey. They want to cancel Basketball Wives for that issue.
Yes.
Now, when Evelyn was calling OG a monkey, right, everybody was all up in arms and going all crazy and sideways. My thing is, this is a question for all of y'all. Whoever want to answer first, y'all can answer first. This is my question. At what point where do we as Black people sort of draw the line of letting it be okay for our friends? Because I was actually having a discussion with somebody else with them, for example, because we were talking about Lovely Mimi. I don't know if y'all know Lovely Mimi was just caught on live slipping up and saying nigga, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people were not mad at her for that because they say that basically she has a Black past. Where do we sort of draw the line at? When is not fucking okay? Because for me, my friends that are white and Hispanic, they know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they feel the Negro spiritual in me. They know, don't test me.
Yeah.
Don't go there with that nigga shit. Like, we cool. You ain't got to prove that you cooler to me by saying nigga. So I don't have to worry about that. But like, at what point, and then when did it become so comfortable to where people like Mimi and Erica are comfortable just speaking their mind and saying what they want to say with no backlash? Like Cardi B, for example. A lot of people say because she's Dominican, she's Black.
No.
I don't see that.
She's not.
When they start
sleeping
with a Black man, they start
right, baby sis. That's exactly what I was going to say. When they started sleeping with our men, they feel like it's okay. They feel like they feel like they Black because they got a Black kids and a Black man.
No, that don't.
No, you're not Black, and you better not say it around me. Simple as that. I don't care how cool we are. I don't care, and I ain't gonna be too cool for you with you because if you'll switch on me when it comes to your people. So
right.
I don't understand how these people, Mimi, Erica, all of them, is so comfortable getting on the internet and being so vulgar with their mouth towards anybody. You can say nigga, whatever. That's still your husband. You being disrespectful to him. Then you saying nigga. Then you calling this person a monkey. The disrespect is on your face. She's a disrespectful person from Jump Street.
Yeah.
She was disrespectful when we met her on whatever reality show. She was disrespectful then. And then the killer part is she came back. I'm a strong woman now. I want women to be together. That K. Michelle shit. But at the drop of a dime, you going back to it and cussing everybody out, calling them monkeys and this and that. And that's very disparaging to yourself, your child, your husband, and everybody who follows you, your fans, in air quotes, your fans. It's these motherfuckers that are infamous. They're famous for nothing. They don't do nothing for fame. They're infamous. They're infamous for fighting, infamous for who they married, infamous for having a baby, and infamous for just being reckless on the goddamn internet. Okay, they have nothing to do. You can go meet an Erica Mena in Compton right now, and she got more respect for herself. And she'll still be married to a Black man with half Black kids, but she ain't walking around calling people niggas and spilling her beans on the street. It's the internet. It's wanting to be infamous on the internet. It's to keep those followers. It's to stay relevant, and that's it. There's no more you can say about it. And I do believe they're going to come back. I do believe they're going to pop up with something, marriage boot camp. Well, they can't go on Ayana no more because she's canceled. Something.
Ayana was, I'm sorry. Ayana
wait a minute, she canceled? What she did cancel?
No, she didn't cancel. She cut the show off. This was her last season. She said she's not doing it no more.
She should have been getting therapy to nobody anyway. She needs therapy.
So I was just gonna say Ayana should have been off a long. I mean, I love my Black queen, but y'all, she can't fix my life, baby. I'm sorry.
I always say that. Y'all know how I feel about that one.
that was Ayana's thing. She was like, she felt she was doing something good, but every time she called herself fixing someone, they went back to their old ways.
Yeah.
So that goes back to the point where you can't therapize. You can't give anybody therapy. I was gonna say therapize, if that's a word.
Therapize, yeah. Said so.
She can't give anybody therapy. She needs to go through it herself, and that's where she said, "I'm going to stop my season now because my job isn't good enough." So that shows that you wasn't a good therapist.
You whack. It falls on whatever it falls the line is that they're not getting checked, and that's what like things with the basketball lives like. I had the thing on my live about colorism topic and how it was so crazy episode that thing is that Evelyn, people like Evelyn, Erica Mena, the lighter complexions like that. I ain't gonna make it too deep. They say things and they get a pass for what they say because people favor them and they like them because the good looking girls, they this and this and that. It's like that. Not saying it's right, but that's what people are actually like. They're not checking them.
Bro, the funniest thing in the world was watching Evelyn cry over the OG thing. She was crying. Talking about they're attacking me. They say I'm a racist, and they said, "Bitch, you are. You are racist."
But also, like I agree with Mizzle, or what, and also like with
Let Mizzle finish, yeah.
It's more than just like dick. You understand? Like, for instance, you see how we're all up here together, right? Let's just say we had the one Spanish chick, dude, or whatever, and they're up there keying with us, like, you know, you my nigga, or you understand, or whatever, and stuff like that. A lot of the times, it's the people that they're around that's not checking them also. So it's not just, well, I'm having sex with this black man. You understand? That black man might be taking them around their black friends, and then they're like, oh, she's so cool. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like the white girl with the black haircut, whatever they call that. You understand? Like, oh, nobody checks them in real life either. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if they probably feel comfortable because I done said a nigga in front of this black person a million times, and then the black person never was like, oh, don't say that. So they feel like in their brain, it's okay. Like, I said it in front of a black person. Not saying that it makes it right, but that's what they think. It's not like a lot of them just come out and be like, I'm just going to say nigga to just say it today like I'm cool. They've been saying it around people, and nobody was like, listen here. Like, I fuck with you, but I don't like that. You understand? So it's a community problem. You feel me?
Right.
Do you guys
now, Mizzle, you had something. Mizzle, I wanted to hear what was you saying?
Oh no, I was saying because they have been doing that and so like that, but they're getting this platform, and now there's public scrutiny in an eye, and you could see who people check and who they get upset more than others. Erica Mena, Evelyn, a lot of lighter skinned ladies who does this stuff don't get checked as much. They would say, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever," and stuff like that. But let a darker skinned lady go the warpath, rampage, say a lot of things, they will nail her to the cross for a lot of things. So it's like people may say, "Oh yeah, whatever Erica Mena saying this monkey stuff, it's wrong." But a lot of people say, "Oh, that's Erica." They could just they just pass it off. They say, okay, but So it's like these things happen. So it's like they doing this because they're not getting and people favor them because
I agree.
Might like them because they want the desire to be them, or they like the complexion. So
I got a question.
Well, let me say my piece on it. Go ahead, Cole.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
You know, because like with Hispanics, you got white Hispanics, and then you got Afro Latinos or whatever, right? How do y'all feel? Okay, like let's say Amara La Negra was saying nigga. Like, does she get a pass because she's darker than us?
Or I don't think she would say it. I don't think she would say it.
I feel like it's
an example or whatever.
I just feel like it's how she identifies. Now, she identifies herself as being a proud Latino woman, and she is using the word nigga. No, it is not okay. Now, if she is African American and she identifies with being African American, I'm be honest with you, I ain't never heard nothing about no Afro Latina till 2020. I was today years old when I heard of an Afro Latina. Growing up in my 40 years of life, there was Caucasian, there was Black, there was Cablinasian, there was Hispanic, there was Filipino, there was Haitian, but there was never no damn Afro Latino. There was Mexicans that grew up in the hood, and then there was niggas that grew up in the Mexican neighborhood. But we didn't call them Afro Latinas. It was either that Mexican that hang around them niggas, or that nigga that be hanging around all the Mexicans. That's no offense to nobody. Please don't take it in a racial way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I was a year old when I learned out there was a such thing as an Afro Latina. Again, I don't know if that's just society's way of making it okay for, other races to say nigga. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, if you're not Black, that's just how I feel. You really shouldn't be saying it.
Yep. That's how I feel too.
I agree.
I don't care how cool you are. Like Cardi B, that's my girl. But even when she be with this nigga, especially when she be like niggas being niggas,
Me too.
And I just be like, ooh, like she be free with it. But that's just my two thoughts. Y'all go ahead.
Can I say, okay, you guys, you know the saying that is.
Wait, 1 second. We completely skipped over Sunshine.
Oh well, my piece on it is I feel like she was right. Shaky does look like a big ass monkey, but she shouldn't have said it. She should not have said it. She should not have said it at all. Like, because you just have to, you gotta know when to say something and not to say something. And she should have never said it. Also, too, I feel like the rest of y'all, like, they just doing it for show. I don't believe that if they get a divorce, they get a divorce. Who cares? Like, y'all both, like, everybody is seeing y'all effing and doing everything else. So, like, y'all nobody. And neither one of them got no money from my understanding.
Wait, can I just bring up this point? I'm sorry. Okay. Y'all heard the saying, it starts at home. They tell us about our black kids. They tell us about everything. It starts at home. Like you guys were saying earlier, if said person is married to a black spouse, male or female, that black person should have checked them as soon as it happened. Not in front of everybody. And it's that job of that black person, male or female, to check them. But on the other side of the coin, a lot of these black men, per se, find pride in being with these Latino women. And they find pride in her being rah and be able to say nigga and to be have street vibes that they allow it to go on. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And we have to look at both sides of it. All of them ignorant as fuck. So you really can't say nothing about it. It's ignorant as fuck. We can't put a Band-Aid on it.
Let me finish my spin on Shaky. And also with Shaky, Shaky is a bully. I don't feel like no man should be going around her bullying women and attacking women. I don't care if you is gay. You still a man. And it's nothing. I don't have anything against what you do, how you dress. But at the end of the day, you still a man in the dress. You a big old ugly ass man in the dress at that.
So he wear dresses?
He been dressing this week on Bigo. He did a drag show this weekend.
I haven't been on Bigo in the last couple of weeks, but I've been seeing him doing drag lately. Like I just see him like with the nails and the makeup, and I'm like, what is he doing?
And then they call him mama. Y'all gonna call this grown man mama and auntie? This is a man. Like he bothers. I don't know. I'm just gonna get off this subject because he just burns me up.
Can y'all tag me in on that one?
Go ahead.
You don't have it.
Okay, wait. Y'all see how a lot of these internet celebrities, these young men that are super flamboyant, they have their platform or whatever, but give them about 6 months, they putting on Lee press-ons and wigs and makeup. Do y'all notice that? Yeah, go down the line. Roland Ray, the one with the crooked back, now MC Shaky. Go down the line.
Oh, you're talking about Shamar.
Whatever his name
why
is.
You do the crooked back like that, baby?
Because I don't know his name. What am I supposed to say?
Baby
The grill?
bro, we going to hell. He said the one.
No, I'm not. I'm saying my grandma prayed for me. No, but for real, if you look at it, they come on as regular. The flamboyant guys give them about 6 months. They got weaves on. They start doing everything. So I'm like, how does that happen? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a gay man, but I don't want to be a woman. Being a woman is hard. Especially a black woman is hard enough. So why the fuck am I go join in on that? It's hard as fuck. And they're not the most attractive people.
Nah, they ain't attractive at
No, I take that. No, I don't agree with that because you do have some that fool you, baby. You won't know.
Yeah, but they transitioned.
Like,
they went through it. Who is that?
Oh.
That's MC
Shaky.
Ooh.
That's mother. That's mother, y'all.
Look at his face, though. For real, look at his face. What do you guys see?
Like you turn over, he be like, "Hey, baby."
What do you see?
I see.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
You gonna eat that cornbread?
He looks ridiculous. He looks ridiculous.
He does.
I'm not lying. Somebody on Bigo, y'all, said in the comments, they say you look like King Kong, King Kong trans.
Oh my God, girl!
Wait, first of all, we respect all trans people. This is a fun laughter. We respect everybody.
I don't, like I said, I don't have anything against anybody who does it, but just do it. If you can pull it off, do it. If you can't, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I just don't like the way he be going at everybody. That's my only issue I have with MC Shaky is when he gets mad, he goes in.
Yes.
And he don't give a damn who you are, what's going on, none of that.
And that's not
cool.
It's not, if he's disrespecting women on the internet, imagine how he disrespects women in real life.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And also, too, how can you leak people information like that? Like, why are they not going after him and suing him?
That's
like,
just criminal law training.
No.
Because my thing is, your credit score is not up for the public to see. That's not something the public should be seeing. So how is he getting away with it?
Yeah, no, you got to pay for that. Yeah. But what's going to happen, though, what he needs, he better hope that's all he get is a lawsuit, because somebody
not an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Real.
Listen. Wow, y'all know somebody is gonna bust him upside his head one day, but they're gonna have to bust him something with something hard, because that's a big one right there, boy.
That's a hard head.
That's a big nigga walking.
That's a big ass hard ass head, baby.
Well, you need a 2x4. Yeah.
And he been in prison too.
That's gonna hit that damn head, child.
You're gonna need a 2x4. Bloop.
Yes. A couple of them.
Woo! Anyways, y'all, moving right along. The next thing that we are gonna get into is Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods done got into another goddamn wreck. Now, according to this was updated about 11 hours ago. USA Today, they are thinking that maybe he had fell asleep behind the wheel. The forensic experts are saying that they think that he the available evidence from the recent car wreck involving Tiger Woods indicates that the famed Tiger golfer was not paying attention to the roads and drifted off of it before he crashed his car. 3 forensic car accidents experts told USA Today. The same experts also say evidence does not indicate he lost control of his vehicle because of the excessive speed and the curved downhill road that was known for speeding cars. So Tiger Woods, at this point, I know that nigga got enough money where why don't this nigga just hire a damn driver?
That's what I said.
Why is he even still driving his damn self anywhere?
And he can't apparently stay awake at the damn wheel. So like, if you know this already, come on now. Like
y'all know Tiger Woods is a pill popper, right?
I was thinking that.
Yeah,
because y'all do know he has a history of having back pain, and I was thinking, like, I have put
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Thank you, son.
allegedly, true, allegedly. But I was thinking, I had came up with my own little theory that maybe he had overslept because he was popping pills the night before because he was in pain, and that he had woke up late, and so he was trying to hurry up and get there, and he was speeding, which the forensic is saying that he is speeding, but. Like I said, at this point, yes, you got too many car accidents. You need to just stop driving. Baby sis, did you have any other thoughts? If not, we can move on to Mizzle.
No, we can go ahead.
Okay. This is third crash he's had?
I think so. Well, wasn't it one? I don't know. Did they involve the crash where his wife came after his ass with the golf club?
There wasn't no crash. She tried to kill him.
She was whooping his ass.
He was trying to escape.
If this is fourth accident, they need to pull his license somewhere, because it's like, come on now. It's out. They pull his license and increase his freaking health, his freaking all the insurance way high. Because why is he speeding down a thing? Why you don't have a driver? What is going on? I don't know what's going on. I didn't know this story happened or this until you say we're going to talk about it tonight. So I was like, okay, Tiger Woods, he speeded and caught another crash, and this is his fourth crash. No, take his license away, and you need to sit on timeout and think about why you so much. Because I don't it's like, what's going on, Tiger? Why are we doing crashes too much? It's like, you want to be a crash dummy, go to a crash dummy job site and apply for one if you want to be one, because this is crazy. And I'm making a light of it, but I don't know what's going on. It's like this is fourth crash. And I don't know how long ago his last crash. It's like repeatedly needs to take his license away. Because there has to be something.
Yep.
Something to that. Absolutely. Cola?
I got nothing.
Just take the nigga license away. Miss 42?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say either, other than take his license away. I mean, look in the comments, he said, I know about the one with the wife, but is that one plus 3 more? Or
I think that one like maybe 2 more, because you know his wife tried to beat his ass with that damn golf club when she thought that the nigga was cheating.
And he deserved it.
And he deserved it, yes.
Yeah,
he deserved that ass whooping and that crash.
Yeah.
Miss Sunshine, did you have any thoughts?
Tiger Buzz got problems that money can fix, and I ain't on his level, so I ain't got nothing to say. So he just
like
hard driver.
I like that. That is beyond my pay grade. Did you have any thoughts, Sir Neale?
Fuck Tiger Woods, first of all. And he is out my. You know why? You know why he's out our pay grade? Because if any of our brothers and sisters would have had the same accident, they wouldn't have had no forensic experts the day of. He wouldn't have been rushed to the hospital in emergency surgery. That's what money can buy. Okay.
Absolutely,
if the same accident would have happened to Keisha up the street, it would have took them 4 years to solve what happened. They would have found her in a ditch 2 weeks later with her kids. So that's why I say fuck him, because that money buy him all that shit. They can solve all these crimes.
I have to disagree with you. I'm sorry, I do. Because you can't get mad at that man because he good at playing. What he play, y'all? Golf. That's just like me getting mad at Serena because she rich. Ain't that her name Serena because she played tennis? I just don't know, but that's her skill.
I think I'd be mad at the law of it, the justice of it, and how the money can buy the law and the justice to get you the help.
That's
my frustration.
That's our life. That's money buy anything.
It's
money
still
talks.
unfair.
Bullshit
It's still unfair.
But we still have to keep in mind, at the end of the day, he's still black, so it don't matter what color his cash is.
Right.
He's combination to the world, but as the world, when it comes to white folks, he's black. He's black.
He what we are.
Damn, what your mom and all of them is. When it comes to paper, your ethnicity, it's gonna be black. Okay.
Yep.
Use a nigga.
On his birth certificate, it says African American. It don't say nothing about no half this or half that. It say because his dad is black. 1%.
1% you black.
Yes.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes is 1%. The niggas is claiming that they black out here. All right. The last thing that I wanted to get into, y'all know we have to save the best for last because we have to go in on this nigga here. Kandi Burruss's baby daddy, Block. This nigga went on a radio interview where he was basically, he was bashing Kandi. He was kind of bashing Kandi. He went on there, he went to say that when him and Kandi got together, she was a side chick, that she was not his main chick. He was already married, had 4 children when Kandi got pregnant. Kandi ended up calling his wife, mentioning something to his wife about it. And that entailed calling his wife to basically throw him out, leave him. And basically he tried to talk about his relationship with Riley and why he doesn't really have a relationship with Riley. He says that he paid child support. I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on this. He paid child support up until she was 14.
14.
Yes.
And at 14, Kandi sort of put it on Riley for you to then sort of build up that relationship with your father. Riley didn't do that. Block is thinking that maybe Riley was brainwashed by Kandi and that she put all of this into his head as to, your daddy ain't shit, which your daddy ain't shit. Riley already knew that goddamn shit. Well, he went on this radio show, and like I said, he just had a lot of foul bullshit that he said about Kandi and Riley, and he even said that basically he's not gonna chase her, that it's up to her. If she want to have a relationship, she should have reached out to him. Now, I'm just gonna speak from, because I don't want to get too deep into my business because it does get emotional for me, but I didn't actually meet my biological father until I was 14. Now, we've always, I knew of him. I didn't actually meet him, like I said, until I was 14. And then we developed our own relationship. It was on me, but it was on him as well. Now, as a child, I don't feel like you should put the responsibility of trying to get to know your parent on your damn child to do that, because your child didn't goddamn ask to be here. And then he wasn't around all the time like he should have been in the first goddamn place being a daddy. Well, he just had a lot of deadbeat ass shit to say. Like I said, I don't want to get into it because I could take over this whole adult talking segment when it comes to that right there. We gonna go down in the road. Baby sis, I'm gonna throw it to you. Do you feel like this nigga was wrong as hell for even trying to put the responsibility off on this girl that was 14 at the time? She's what, 18 or whatever, how old now? And mind you, like she said, like he said, when they got together, he was married, had already had 4 kids. And he basically is trying to blame Kandi for his household breaking up because Kandi called his wife and told his wife that he was pregnant. Well, nigga, you was fucking around on your wife in the first damn place.
Exactly.
First.
Like
in the first damn place. So baby sis, you go ahead and you give me your thoughts on that.
Well, he just looked like an idiot when he was talking. He looked like a dumbass for everything that he was saying. And yes, for him to sit up there and say, well, she's 14, she should be able to make the decision as to if she want to have a relationship with me or she need to reach out to me, That little girl, she didn't ask to be here. Regardless of what you and Kandi did back then, your household, you was still fucking around when you wasn't supposed to. You made a commitment to your wife, but you was still fucking another bitch. Kandi was wrong for what she did on a woman perspective because you knew he was married. Y'all both wrong. Okay, we get that. Don't put this child who didn't ask to be here to be in y'all foolishness in the middle and then to put the responsibility on her to be the adult in the situation. Swallow your motherfucking pride and be the adult. Reach out to your child. Be there for your child. She don't want to be there. Okay, don't just give up. She's a child. She hurting. At the end of the day, that baby is hurting. And for him to go on there and sit up there and say, oh, I got all these other children and our relationship good, but shit, she should have reached out. She should have been the one. And then go put up there all the dirt that they did. Didn't nobody ask for that. You didn't have to go there.
Right.
Take care of your goddamn child. That's my thing. But
I feel you on that. Mizzle?
Yeah, so the block need to stay on the block, and we don't just see him anymore. Like, because first of all, I think he's punishing Riley because the product of his relationship with Kandi. Because I guess he blamed Kandi of his relationship with his wife at the time breaking up. You did that, sir. You were on the block, going behind your wife's back and cheating on her with Kandi. So whatever happened is on you. So for you, now you have a product of this child, and then you want Riley to reach out to you. I said, first of all, why you said I'm not gonna chase her? I said, what you talking about? I got mad when he said that. I said, what you talking about? You were camera and all that stuff. So if she's not making an effort to come and see you, you're not showing the effort that you want her in your life. So I was like, I don't understand what he's talking about and saying all this stuff like that or craziness. So I think he really is punishing. It's like that. Oh, well, it's up to her. It's not. No, it's up to you. And you bragging that you have a good relationship with your kids. Okay, and that's the reason why I feel like was it Riley cried in that episode when I used to watch him. That's why when he cried, when he announced that he was happily announcing that he got birth to another kid when he supposed to be there for Riley. And I was like, wow. And for him to say all that, I said, he needs to get out of here. Get out. I can't go in. And he needs to stay where he at. So he needs to have a conversation with him. And all these people who gave him the interview and thought that was cute. That's not.
Mizzle said Black needs to stay on the block. Carla, what are your thoughts?
Well, let's just get this out the way. I don't know what Kandi was thinking because he's not attractive. So that's number one. That's number one. Number two, they was wrong for cheating, you know, or whatever. Kandi went and told your wife what she told her because you probably was telling her that you probably was going to leave your wife, you know, because that comes into play a lot of the times, whether they mean it or not. But where the hell was the condoms at? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, boom the kids, but there's diseases, there's stuff going on. If you were so happy and didn't want to procreate or to mess up your relationship with your wife or whatnot, you shouldn't have been cheating. But if you was going to cheat, you should have at least been wearing a condom to, you know, possibly not bring her something. Like a kid is minor in comparison to the things that could have came about with this. Now, as far as putting the responsibility on a 14-year-old to flourish a relationship with a grown-ass man that she ain't really know like that for 14 years is weird as hell. And I don't understand why he's a thing in 2021 or whatever. Because, like, when he came on the show, you know, because he has his little guest star a couple years ago on the show when we went to dinner with Riley and Kandi or whatever. You were saying the same BS then. You understand? So he's just regurgitating the same shit. But I just don't get it. Where if you was paying child support, and people think paying child support means something. It means something as far as the things that the kid needs. But kids, when we young or whatever, we don't really care that much about money like that. Like, you remember the time. You understand? Like, you remember the memories or whatever and stuff. It's like, it's not about, oh, well, my dad paid child support for me, so he was cool, but I never seen him. You understand? Like, that's it's like kids want to know why they're not important enough to spend time with. And then when you don't, so when you have an original child that you just didn't do jack squat with, and then you come and have a new child, and then you treat that child the way you were supposed to treat the first one, it gives children a complex. Because what about me? What was so wrong with me that you didn't care enough to take me to the park, or you didn't care enough to have 50 million pictures about me, that you didn't care that you understand that you decided I don't exist, I'm gonna just have a whole new kid. You understand? So the things that he's probably done to Riley mentally is crazy. And then as far as like with girls and boys need their mother and father, period, but girls need their dad, I feel, a lot more. Because a lot of the times, if you don't, you fall into this category of trying to find a daddy and a boyfriend. You understand? Where that's never good, because if that person doesn't have your best interest, you don't need that type of stuff. Or, excuse my language, you have extreme thought behavior because you just don't have the care, concern for another male. You feel like they're all like their dad, because females look for men in the image of their father a lot of the time. So if my father ain't shit, that's what I'm gonna attract to. And it's just jacked up, but he needs to be canceled. I don't know why these people decided to interview him. It doesn't matter if Kandi was a hoe. It doesn't matter about none of that stuff, because we are 18 years down the line and you haven't done jack shit. So let's focus on the fact that as a man, even though this child wasn't sat down and thought about, as a man, you should never want to look like a deadbeat. So being okay with being a deadbeat for all these years, and you have all these excuses on why being a deadbeat, I ain't got nothing to say. Like, I'm just over it. I'm mad we talking about him. Like, you understand? Like, he needs to go to a car crash. That's how I feel. Go crash yourself and let's be done. You need to go somewhere.
Black needs to go back to the block. Miss 42, what are your thoughts, Miss 42?
Well, I'm a piggyback off of Cola. He failed as a man when he slept with Kandi to begin with. He failed his wife. He failed himself first, and then he failed his wife and his family. You know, for him to even get upset with Kandi because she called his wife is ridiculous, because we are talking about a life you were created. I mean, and you might be able to get away with cheating, but you can't have a baby, you know, and it's there. But again, something else Cola said that stood out to me, all the damage that he's done to her emotionally all these years is probably why she don't fuck with him now. You know what I mean? However, speaking from a personal experience, he's the father, and this would be a good time for him to redeem himself as a man by reaching out and being a father to his daughter, whether she likes it or not.
I agree.
If it was my dad, I would want him to do it whether I liked it or not. I don't care if I cussed him out and made him feel shitty for the 14 years that he fucked me up mentally. He's supposed to take it because that is his job. I didn't ask to be here, right? You know, so he trashed, he felt as a man, and I think the worst thing he could have did was this interview.
Yeah, because it made him look bad. Yep, I agree with you.
Yeah, worse, trash.
Miss Sunshine, what's your thoughts, boo?
He's a fuck boy for one thing.
Yeah.
Another thing, I ain't blaming Kandi for shit because she was not the one that took them vows. He was. The side woman don't got to be loyal to a goddamn thing because I would like somebody being loyal. I'm being loyal to you because I'm cheating with your husband. No, that's your motherfucking husband, not mine. That's my opinion on it. Also, too, he just, I don't know, he gonna pay for it. And the reason why I say he's gonna pay for it, because some kids that he's praising that he got by his wife ain't gonna be there for him. God gonna make it to where he need Riley. Riley is gonna be the one that's gonna step in and help him. God's gonna make him beg for her forgiveness because she's 14 years old. How you gonna say that it's on a 14-year-old to come reach out to you? She can't even fucking drive.
Thank you.
She can't even drive. I don't know what it is not to have your father in your life because my parents have been together for over 40-some years. So I don't know, but it's just the point of just seeing my boys, you know, I know how they felt. And that stuff is not cool at all. Like that stuff fucks with kids. My 20-year-old is messed up because his dad went in his life like he feel he should, you know. But he did see, and my boys are their father oldest kids. So he did see his father, you know, be there for them, his step siblings, but he wasn't there for them, you know, regardless of how you feel about me or because what we went through. It doesn't have to do anything with the kids. That's the thing. He made his issues with Kandi outweigh his love for his daughter. Mm-hmm. That's what he did. So forget my daughter. I hate her mama so much because she called my wife. No, you slept with this lady and you got her pregnant. And that is not you. Yeah. She didn't get pregnant by herself. You did that. Mm-hmm. So no, fuck him. That's how I feel. And then Kandi, I can't say something about her not stopping child support because I never filed child support. You know, I always been like, I shouldn't have to make the white man make you take care of your kids. That's on you. I'm gonna let God handle that. That's just the type of person I always was. But it's like he's gonna pay for it though. And then for him to blame Kandi, like I can't get over the fact that he blaming Kandi for him being a daddy's father.
I'm sorry, Sunshine. I got a quick question. Wasn't Kandi young too? I don't know if she was a minor, but wasn't she young?
I want to say she was like 18, 19, something like that.
So he was supposed to be the male adult.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes, she was a kid herself.
Yeah, he was in his 20s, like 25, 20. He was in his mid to late 20s when he got with Kandi or when he messed around with Kandi.
Yep. So I don't know. I just feel like that interview right there, like why was Kandi or your child even a topic of discussion? Like you couldn't even say anything about them. Like nothing at all. Then for you separate and bash Kandi. No, you still hate her. You still hate her. So by you hating her and the actions that you done to Riley lets me know that you hate your daughter too. That's how I took it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Where it's like you got no clout on your own, and that's the thing where it was like, what is they interviewing him for anyway? So that's it. Somehow into
that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Why
I think they knew what they was doing. Like, understand, like we want you to kind of bash her too, even though he had no right doing it. Because who's checking for him? What does he do in life? What does he do?
He does nothing.
I didn't even know he looked like that. I didn't even know he looked like that. I don't know what she saw him. I need to see a picture when he was like in his 20s or something.
Like, was he like producer or something? Like, what was he doing that, like, come on, that you wanted to even be dealing with him? Because his mental, you can tell, you know how that them old people, not trying to be funny, that they think like teenagers.
Yeah.
He still think like one, whatever age he is now. He still think like a teenager.
Right. Mm-hmm. So can you imagine when he was younger? Like, oh my God, girl.
But she was a teenager too, so she might have thought that was attractive. He was a little older,
absolutely right. Absolutely right.
She was a 17-year-old girl that got caught up with a grown woman. With a grown man.
No, a grown woman. That's a grown woman. That's a grown
But she was a 17-year-old girl that got caught up with a grown man, and that man sat up there, he dogging her for calling her while she's 17 years old.
Right.
Come on now.
What you expect? Mizzle, I wanted to get not Mizzle.
I would have did the same thing too. I'd have called his wife. If I'd have knew his mother's number, I'd have been calling everybody. I'd have put it out.
Sir Neale, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on it, Sir Neale?
That nigga is an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment to himself, to his current wife, and to all those kids on the other side. Riley is doing well. And the only reason he's talking about Kandi is because she has surpassed him in their profession. When they got together, he was the producer on her tracks when she was the up and coming artist. He was, and now she is worth more than him, his wife, and the other kids, and his second wife and the other kids. Okay, and that's why he's mad. The only reason he's bringing up Kandi is because she's relevant. She is running the block. She's handling her business. Riley is over there getting her motherfucking attorneys shit in New York, handling her business. Just like everybody said, he's going to need his daughter. If anything, his daughter is going to reach out to her siblings because she's responsible. And out of all of these celebrity kids, Riley is the only one that I've heard to say, "Mom, I don't want to be on camera. Mom, I don't want to film." Kandi has said, "I have to force my daughter to film because she doesn't want to be on camera. She has body issues. She doesn't like to talk that much. And it's not because she's shy. She just doesn't want to do it." And she respected that. But for this nigga to come out the cuckoo's nest, out the woodworks, to start talking about Kandi shows how weak of a man he is. You are such a weak man. Even though you still have children and you have children over there, they are still related. They're half siblings. What do you think they hear about you speaking about a woman that you betted and your daughter? That's an embarrassment. That's egg on your face. You old ass young nigga. You 55 dressing like you going to the block party. Come the fuck on. And you can't even hold a complete sentence. Every time you like, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying. No, formulate a full sentence, you grown ass man. Please, this is a full embarrassment. And whoever embarrassed you, they need to be checking themselves like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Because Kandi can buy your whole shit and shut you down. Let's put that into facts. End of it, he's a full embarrassment to himself, to his first wife, second wife, and to whatever side bitch he had in between. Because I bet you Kandi wasn't the only one if he had a side chick.
Right.
Of course not.
Right. Nobody
an embarrassment.
One side chick, exactly. You hit it right on the head. She just,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And she wasn't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I was just fucking her. You know, get the fuck out of here. You grown ass man. Why are you talking like that?
He had me so pissed off for that daggone clip. I was like, "You motherfucker!"
You are right. Yes.
You bitch ass nigga. You grown ass fuckboy.
Motherfucker. Why you even goddamn say something in the first place? You made
Who invited you? Who invited you to leave?
Right. Yes. Like he but this just teach, and I think that's why I be telling my boys, I be telling them, don't have, if you not gonna be there with that woman, and I don't mean like physically be in a relationship with her, because you don't have to be in a relationship with someone to raise your kids the right way. I know people that co-parent great and they're not together. So just because relationships don't work, but just because that relationship don't work, don't forget about that child either.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So
his responsibility and duty is to that child. His responsibility and duty is to that child. He shouldn't have been on that interview. He could have called up Riley and be like, "Baby, can we talk? Can we have lunch? I'll come to New York to see you. I don't want this to be all on the internet. No, I don't want to do no interviews. Can we get up?" And not to mention, if she cut off child support at 14, Riley got 4 more years so she got to pay. Riley got enough money to take his ass to court and to sue him.
She sure do.
She should, just to make a point, and then she should donate that shit to his other kids, because I'm sure he ain't taking care of the motherfuckers either.
Oh, wait a minute, but she in college too, though. So he actually has up to he's 24. So technically, he's supposed to still be paying child support because she's in college.
Yeah.
But he's the clout chase because even like that conversation that you said that he should have, like he should call Riley up and been like, "Listen, baby girl," or whatever stuff.
Yeah.
He had that conversation on TV the first time where it's like that's not no place.
No, I think it was just to be on TV. I think it was to be on TV.
You won't go to a restaurant to be recorded to talk. So it's never been about Riley and their relationship. He trying to get on by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Is sad. It's really.
He just want to be known as Candy's baby daddy. Candy's broke baby daddy.
Right. Amy.
Girl, yes. Oh, and I love that doggone Lifetime movie too, the Amy Fisher story. You a damn fool, girl.
I feel like I would never blame. I can't blame anyone else for something else that my spouse does. I cannot, because he is grown. He is not a kid, and he has his own actions. When you know, I just can't. And I hate that they blame the women for what men do. I really, really hate that. I just hate. It's like you want to down the woman, but you want to praise this man. But he the reason all this going on.
Right.
I have my auntie was cheated on by my uncle-in-law, and he had a baby on her, and he ended up going to jail and had a whole nother girl sending the money in jail. My auntie was sending the baby mom when he was out. She was sending the baby mom's money to take care of the child because she was like, damn, I can't have this child out here because I got 3 other kids over here. That's his sibling over there. So I got to make sure he's all right. And she was a bigger woman, and she took care of that child. And when that nigga got out of jail, you know he went and got another wife and didn't take care of none of the kids.
Girl, she better than me, because I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I could have taken that baby.
I wouldn't give a good night.
I'm sorry, but fuck you and that baby.
I was just saying that story to show. Yeah, I'm just showing the strength of a woman besides that cheating shit. You know what I'm saying? That is
but
still
that's
her
old school
stepchild.
though. Your auntie is old school, and that's what they did back then.
Yep.
So that's old school. You
speaking from experience, I had the same thing happen to me. Sis, you my witness. I didn't have it happen to me twice, and I'm glad I did go back because my son wouldn't have been here. But each time I didn't have to swallow my pride, no matter what the hell me and daddy went through. My kids get to see every single one of their siblings. They get to go to their daddy's house. We got a great co-parenting relationship.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, fuck what you did to me. These kids is what matters.
Yeah. And that's how you yes.
Like the other thing, if I ain't taking care of no extra baby that ain't the money wise, I ain't doing that. Like they could see their siblings all day, every day. You could bring them to the house, drop them off. You understand? If they need a meal, you better drop them off here for me to feed them, because I ain't giving you a damn thing.
I got some nuggets in the freezer. We warm them shit up.
But you know what? I feel like it takes certain your auntie. But if you think back in the day, Grandpa had a family on one street and a family on the other street.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's been going on for over years, and it's still going on. And I know something, and I feel like this is why I agree with poly relationships. I do. I feel like it's not for everybody, but some people it is for. I do. And it's different types, but I believe in it. I do.
They were doing way back in the day. Like you
said. They were.
Old school. Like I told you, my whole uncle got two wives, 5 kids now. So
I mean, it's going and shit. Sometimes grandma had kids. Grandma had kids that weren't grandpa. Grandpa knew the one his damn kids, but he was terrible.
Girl. And didn't nobody know until he was older. Did nobody know?
Wait a minute, sir. Now some of them still don't know.
They don't know. And if you tell them, you getting your ass whooped.
You go get your ass whooped.
You better not say shit.
You know what? They grown as hell. They grown. They old now, and they've been knowing their whole life that this. So shut up. This they
don't go ruin nobody's happiness. Don't go ruin nobody's happiness. You better not.
So it's been going on forever and ever and ever. It's just that our old generation, they knew what it was. Home was taken care of, and that was the end of it. You know.
That is,
but don't believe grandma. Grandma was out here doing her thing too, because that's why Billy don't look like grandpa. Nobody in the family.
Dipping it and doing it. Come on,
you got 5 kids, but that one baby got gray eyes. Come on,
why he so light skinned and we dark skinned?
That's the milkman, baby.
Right. But you gotta remember too, back then, even though they were doing their thing, everybody respected each other too, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
We can say that again.
Everybody knew about
You
each
know
other.
what?
They didn't say nothing.
They knew about each other and didn't say anything.
Yeah. And I mean this in the most respectful way. Everybody knew how to hoe in peace. And I mean that in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
everybody hoeing out loud now.
If you see me with my wife or you see me with my husband, you better act like you don't know me.
You don't say nothing. Okay? Stuff not to be.
Honey, they knew how to respect.
Stuff not to be said. They knew back then that
Mizzle,
your role, this is our role, and that's that. These days, people want to be out proud. Like if you knew you were a side chick and you getting the benefits of your house being paid or apartment getting paid, getting car paid, getting this and that, I will say I won't say nothing because I know I'm getting gratified.
At 40, almost 41, I am grown and I am of the mental capacity enough to know that there are some things in life you got to just pick and choose your battles now. And I'm just saying, and Lord knows I don't ever want anything to happen. I love my husband, I love my family, and all of that. But if your girl becomes single in her 50s, first of all, I done said this before, I'm gonna be a happy hoe because I ain't finna have no more babies. And I'm gonna know my place. I'm gonna know my role because by then I'm gonna be stuck in my ways. I don't want you up in my house. We can fuck, but you can't spend the night. You got to go home because I got to take my wig off and I got to get comfortable. And I can't do that if you in my goddamn house. That's just how I think. You know what I'm saying? People got to know they goddamn roles.
Have you guys seen the story of the woman after she got after a divorce? She spent the divorce money on going on a world tour. She went to Guyana, Portugal, and so on and so forth. And every time she went to another country, she got her a new man. And she documented it all the time. She went to Africa. She went to Puerto Rico. She went everywhere. And she sold her royal oath after her divorce. And she was pimping since pimping. She used that divorce money and flew.
Brandy said it happened at my granddad's funeral. Some lady said, "I miss my daddy." We were like, "Who is that woman?"
Oh, that would have been a fight right there with some people.
It does. You be like, who the hell these kids are? Like, I'm so happy I stay in Mississippi with my family because ain't no telling who was what.
Anyway,
my great uncle got 22 kids. 22.
How you have 22 kids?
Y'all can count out as many kids as y'all need to. Shit. Like you can have 100 of them.
Fucking every day. Every day I'm fucking.
He said every day I'm fucking every day I'm fucking.
Every day I'm fucking. Who want it? Who want it?
Right, so stupid.
You gotta have childbearing.
Anything else that y'all needed to bring to the table tonight? That's it. That's all I had, y'all.
No,
this is off of my notes.
Right, lock the bottom lock.
Bottom lock on your way out. God damn it! One more thing I meant to put this in the notes earlier today. This just caught me off guard. I just heard about this yesterday. Did y'all know that Columbus Short used to date Britney Spears?
I saw that, and then he got mad because her mama called him the N-word.
Yes, he did an interview or in his book that he's releasing. I didn't even know that he was releasing a book. He's releasing a book called Short Stories. And in the book, he is saying that he was dating Britney Spears and that he had heard one of her parents call him a nigga. Was like, why are you dating this nigga?
I believe it.
Remind me who's Columbus?
Why are you fucking this nigga?
Yeah, who's Columbus Short, y'all?
Didn't he kill his wife or son or try to kill his wife?
Yeah, no, he beat up his wife. Columbus Short is the one he was in. Was it Stomp the Yard and Scandal?
Used to be my crush until that happened.
He's the one that got kicked off of Scandal. He got kicked off of Scandal.
Okay, I'll show you a picture of Columbus Short.
He got kicked off for he was harassing women and shit.
Until he popped his wife.
He has some issues with.
Y'all be making me feel like I'm under a rock. I don't be knowing half of the people.
Y'all making me feel like I'm under a rock with this internet shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know who he is.
Yeah. Well, Carmen.
Let me see Stomp the Yard.
He was the one that was Chris Brown's brother too.
He got a lot of forehead though.
He on drugs, yeah.
I don't know if he's on drugs. I think he was like.
I think he was.
He had some aggression issues, and he had beat up his wife, and he ended up getting kicked off of Scandal for beating up his wife.
Oh,
that's why he got kicked off.
Talking about now.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just interesting to me.
Yes, I remember. I remember now. Yeah,
he ran with
Cuba
Gooding
drugs
Jr.
too, Vanity. Vanity said drugs too. Oh, I didn't know that.
Y'all don't remember when him and Superhead was together? She claimed that they was married. This was right after him and his wife. All that shit went down with him.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
They was married. He ended up coming out with a song at the time when she was in the video. This was a couple of years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But then she blasted him one day. I don't remember why she did that, but she ended up blasting him, kicked him out. She had recorded it, put it all on social media.
First of all, why you gonna wife a bitch named Superhead?
She is screwed with everybody.
He did it. He didn't. So another side story. I don't believe he wiped her. I believe everything that happens, that she says happens. What I think it is that she claims it, like the chick that buys her own wedding ring to make you think that she married.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All of the guys. I don't think these guys be wifing her. I think that's the type of shit she do. She take pictures and post them to make it seem like it's more than what it is. I don't think.
And she just told you because you had to wife me. Like I done did all this nasty, funky stuff. You understand? I'm still.
But did it? Eddie Winslow wiped her. Eddie Winslow married her.
Yeah. Supposedly, that all that's free.
And she said he like it in the you know what too. So he kind of like he was
down.
She a freaky bitch, so she might be up with it.
I finna say Superhead can't talk because ain't no telling what kind of freaky sneakers she done did with that mouth of hers with the name of Superhead. It done been around the world and now
whatever that is, you never know.
That mouth done been around.
They got married for real. Her and the dude from Family Matters, they married for real now.
That's the thing I heard. That's the last time I heard of Superhead.
I think they did get married, but I even think that he did that he had an ulterior motive for that.
Right.
So are they still married?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Well, he always gave me down. He always gave me trade. That's the vibe. He gave me trade.
Hey, girl, yes.
I don't know who she legally married. I don't think she legally married nobody.
I don't know because but Google be wrong because I'm sitting here looking at Google, right? So I put in, Superheads married, and they put and they got this Columbus short dude. But no, they did a black people move. They did a black people move. They got Columbus short picture as Darius McCrevin. So
why would those Caucasians do that? Two totally different niggas. Don't even look the same.
Legally married.
So
they don't look nothing alike. That's I'm still saying Google.
A lot of them dudes that Superhead used to get, they all look like they was kind of down low though, like trade and stuff.
But then, girl, did you hear what she was talking about? What Allen Iverson and Jay-Z and
Lord.
But I think they definitely she got her name for a reason. But
no, I'm gonna say
she was saying about Jay-Z. What she said about Jay-Z?
They were well endowed.
Oh, yes, JC was packing.
I could believe that. Look how skinny he is.
Ugly people.
That's why I said, damn, you actually thinking all that?
Remember I told y'all skinny niggas with big noses?
Look how skinny he is.
I told y'all.
Believe that.
Skinny niggas with big noses. 2 and 2.
Yes. It was too big. That's what she said.
What you say, Muzzle? What you say?
Superhead, she said Jay-Z was well endowed, but she couldn't take him because he was too big.
Because he was too big, yep.
And that's why Beyonce, that's why Beyonce be big.
That's what I said, Mizzle. That's why she was at Captain Kangaroo with that nigga.
That's why she beat Becky ass, honey.
That's right, Sunshine. She already knew. She ain't finna let that curve go no goddamn way. I've been doing it too long. I be damn if I see another tick on
Try it
your
again,
arm.
Becky. Try it again, Becky. Try it, bitch. Try it.
Anyways, y'all, we finna get ready to get on up out of here. I want to remind y'all better go check out Baby Brother now. Y'all better go check him out. Okay.
Please do support.
I am
appreciate
gonna
everybody.
leave the link in the description box down below. Y'all better make sure as soon as you click off of this, y'all go and check out his video. I just wanted to give y'all the visuals real quick. Just look at the sexiness of it all. Just look at the beauty, the melanin of it all.
And the melanin.
And
Just
another
the
side note
melanin of it all.
Another side note to give props to my visual director. We're all queer people of color from the islands, from the inlands, and we all do this. I did all my styling myself. She did all the visuals. We hopped in the LA River. You ever been to LA River? That's dangerous. We had to get off the freeway and climb down. So there was a lot of work put into this. So just give it props and look out for visual monsters as well. There's a short movie that we have out called Anxiety Project for everybody that has anxiety. And it shows the stage of us being Black and dealing with anxiety throughout life.
Okay, nice. Definitely.
That is the bomb, y'all. We are all proud big sisters and little sisters right now. Yeah. Just seeing him do his thing. And I have been bumping Walk Like Naomi and Black as Ever. My son and my husband is getting tired. But you know what? KJ is feeling, I got to take a little video, KJ. I was playing Black as Ever today when we rode to the stove. And you know, my son think he a B-boy. He be trying to pop lock and all of that. And so, but he don't, when I look at him, he try to stop. And it's like he likes to feel the beat. He's one of them, he try to get every little tick with the beat. And so I gotta pretend like I'm not watching him. But then I see him out the side, he trying to get it. I was like, yes, baby, yes, do it. He was like, Mom, stop. So
that's the point.
If I can record him, I'm gonna record him doing his little pop lock into it. But y'all go check out Baby Bro. I'm so proud of him.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, really are. And it's a great video. It really is. Yes. It is great. It gives me it give me back like a 90 vibe. Like when they used to rap back in the 90s, that's the type of vibe I'm getting from it. Like it got a message to it.
It's giving me face.
Yes. And then he got a message in there too. You gotta listen to the lyrics in there. It's a message in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of his music has a message to it. He has plenty. Girl, when I tell you, I was excited when I went on Instagram. You know how you can do your stories on Instagram? His music is on Instagram, y'all. So you can add his music to your Instagram stories. You can get it on. Yes, go check out my Instagram story. I'm working.
Black as Ever.
I him on my Instagram story too.
I need all my sisters and I need my brother Mizzle. Everybody do the Black as Ever challenge. Spread it on. Show them how beautiful your Black is. Your children, your husband, your cousins.
Now, what you say we got to do for the Blackest? What you say we got to do for the challenge? Repeat it again.
Oh, whatever you want to do, just play the Black as Ever in the background, and however you want to represent your Black. Go look at Auntie Momo's, you know what I'm saying, and just play in the background. Go give them face, give them body, give them twirl around, whatever you want to do, but just show them how
let me get a few shots
and graceful you are.
Get real extra.
I was feeling my little old lashes, bro, because you know normally I don't do lashes, so I was feeling my lashes. I was like, let me go ahead and I'll be real quick on these hoes.
Right? Okay, be as extra as I was in the video for the Black as Ever.
Yes.
Be as extra. Give me the fingers. Give me the shoulders. Give me all that.
Y'all make sure to go and check him out. One more thing, also, I wanted to put Cola's website down here as well. Make sure y'all go and check out Cola.
Yes, I need to get my fucking cup. Thank you for reminding me. I need to get my cup.
The glass I want.
You gotta text me, sis, because I think chat. So just text me or go to the
42. I like that.
See, Miss 42, all y'all cups is clean.
Definitely.
Yes. You didn't get your cup yet. You better get it.
All right, y'all. So if y'all don't have anything else, y'all already know I'm gonna send us out on our little outro so y'all can twerk on the way out. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. The Real Queens, Real Talk with the gentleman's perspective. And y'all already know. Don't forget, if y'all have some advice, y'all want to know how to deal with that bitch at that job that's just getting on your goddamn nerves, and you want to know how not to go to jail, send us an email.
Right.
Real Queens, RealTalk@gmail.com. And we will read your letters here live on our show. You can remain anonymous. Anything you guys want to talk about, just email us, let us know, and we will get down into it, y'all, okay? But
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. I'm going to say bye. Love